from YouTube. I think it's working now. Cool. Alrighty, well, if it's not too bad, everyone else will be missing out. We need to get started. Oh yeah, it's working. Cool. So let's get into it. Let's do a recap of last session and take it from there. So you guys have finally got all 9 puzzle cubes, and you headed over to the entrance to the Tomb of the 9 Gods. You investigated the entrance and tried to figure out why exactly the door that lead to the entrance of the tomb only had 8 square-shaped indentations when there are 9 puzzle cubes. That led you down this hallway where there were the statues of the 9 trickster gods, and as the puzzle cubes were brought close to the statues, these flames lit up, and that led to you guys discovering this secret statue of Ankh, and with that amulet that you found on Ankh, it led you to the true entrance to the tomb. Now, little did everyone know, the party was being stalked by Tinderlore, the red dragon, but not just Tinder. Also, a draconian, or draconic sorcerer I should say, named Zandala that had some history with the party, as did the red dragon. Well, not everyone in the party, but select members. Anyway, a battle ensued, resulting in Tinder fleeing once again, and you guys putting Zandala out of commission. There was a bit of a trap here as well at the entrance, where this timer, an hourglass, had started emptying sand, and there was this countdown. We ended up getting the door open. However, poor Orvex was impaled by poisonous spikes. So here we are. You're at the entrance. The 9 puzzle cubes were placed in the door. You put the trickster gods opposing each other, as you guys know from the lore that certain trickster gods don't like each other. And the puzzle cubes have vanished. They poofed out of existence. Like they either disappeared or they teleported away. And the grinding sound of stone ensued as the second slab marking the entrance of the Tomb of the 9 Gods has lowered. And here you guys are. What would you like to do?
I was flying, wasn't I?
Yep, you still got fly on. And Torrin has magic weapon on his crossbow. Not sure what Millhouse is concentrating on.
Detect thoughts, I think.
Okay. Oh, yeah, you've got detect thoughts from the helmet. Sort of like
what do I have in my inventory? 1 second. If I fly up, the stone went up, the door went up or down?
It went down. It sunk into the ground.
Okay. Is it possible to ram a dagger in here or on the other side?
You can attempt to do that. It would be an athletics check. There is a seam where the door has rescinded into the ground.
Oh yeah.
You try to jam the dagger in as hard as you can, and the dagger, it kind of sticks in to the seam slightly, but you only get it in half an inch, and you don't feel like it's going to hold. Like, you probably just kick it and it would come out.
Orion, do you think you can get the dagger in so that the door doesn't close again?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I will take a look into the hallway here, and I fly all the way down to the end.
Okay. Alright, so you fly forward, and while you're doing that, Orion, are you attempting to jam this dagger into the door?
Yeah, I think that I will test out this spot with my weight and see if it'll drop into a pit trap.
Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't test it. It was flying.
Yeah.
As you guys know, the floor does open up to a 20-foot deep pit lined with poison spikes, but it doesn't seem to give way under your weight, Orion. It's just fine.
I'll signal everybody through, and if he left the dagger there, I'll pick it up and I'll try to jam it in the same spot.
Okay. Make an athletics check. Alright, you jam the dagger in all the way to the crossguard of the dagger. It's flush, with the floor. The blade it's gone. Disappeared underneath the floor.
Alright, I think we're good.
The dagger's like fairly small, and you're still doubting as to whether this dagger will actually be able to hold the door if it rises again. I'm gonna just control Nim and Nathan for now. They'll be coming up behind you guys.
So there's plants growing here, so there's light?
Let me describe this area to you before you move any further. There is, so up ahead, there's a moss-covered corridor extending beyond the second door. You can see some tree roots hanging from the sagging ceiling, and the air reeks of rot and damp. Ahead, at the end of the hallway Garrick is, there is a bas-relief carving of a bearded devil's face adorning the wall at this T-shaped intersection. And the devil's mouth is open, and within it is a well of utter darkness. So, you've seen this kind of symbolism before. The gargoyles have these same kind of faces. And show you that artwork again, if I can find which folder it's in. But I'm sure you've seen it many times. It's this kind of classic Tomb of Annihilation, scary looking head with a mouth of utter darkness. This one.
Do we know if the symbolism is connected to Omu specifically, or Ubteo, or like a different deity?
It's not a religious symbol, no. The gargoyles have these sorts of faces, and you've seen it here, and as players you've seen it probably on the cover of the module and whatnot, but it doesn't actually have any religious symbolism. Now, in terms of light, as you are asking, Torrin, so there's the air is very stale and humid. There are some cracks in the ceiling. So the ceiling actually looks kind of very jagged. It's like the ceiling of a cave with roots hanging down and shafts of daylight spilling through these little miniature fissures in the rock, forming pools of natural light here and there. You can see, as the stream of light peers down from the ceiling, motes of dust moving through them. It's very sunny outside, and it's very humid, and you can imagine what the atmosphere is like here. There's damp patches here and there as well, moss growing all over the floor, some vines on the walls and whatnot.
Right, so guys, are we really going into this tomb we've just fought a dragon?
I don't know. That doesn't, we may want to rest or something.
Yeah, but do we have the time?
What day is it? Is it 86 today? 87 maybe?
I think it's like 84. Yeah, day 84.
And we rested, we long rested like a couple hours ago, I want to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say that we push forward a little bit, guys.
Resources and sleep are kind of two different things. You're not sleepy, but if you're low on resources, that's kind of different than needing to sleep.
So if we push forward, then we may find a better spot to actually rest, maybe?
Yeah, I'm sure that the Tomb of Annihilation has a bunch of, hotels down here and Maybe an inn or two we could pay for.
Water
Exactly
park,
what I
like
was thinking.
it.
The mouth. How big is that sculpture of the face?
It's pretty large. So this is it here on the map. It's almost about like 5 feet tall. Like the cavity is so big you could crawl inside there if you want.
Yeah, does it look
Nah,
like
don't-
something could fit in there?
Oh yeah, you could probably fit Millhouse and his pet. Orion, you step forward, and suddenly you hear a slight click.
Uh-oh.
The
Oh,
floor
shit.
underneath you has just receded about an inch, and a poison dart shoots from the wall. And another one, and another one, and another one. 2 come from your left and 2 come from your right. First one misses you. Second one misses you. Third dart hits you. Make a Constitution save. The dart is riddled with poison. You take 1 piercing damage and 7 poison damage. Here comes the 4th dart. Miss. So 3 of them just smash into the opposite wall. Maybe one of them gets blocked by your armor. One of them pierces into your flesh, and this searing, burning sensation from the poison fills your body.
Okay, guys. There's dart traps. We gotta pay attention where you're stepping, I guess.
How much time do I have left on my flying?
You've got 5 minutes, maybe a little bit less.
Enough to ferry everybody over?
Yeah, if you're strong enough to carry them and all their gear. How many pounds can you carry?
Oh.
I'd like to cast that.
Okay. You cast Find Traps. So you can sense the presence of any trap that's within your line of sight. A trap, for the purpose of the spell, is something that would be unexpected and could harm you. So, you sense an area affected by a trap, or sorry, alarm spell, glyph of warding, mechanical pit trap, but not reveal the natural weakness in the floor. So it has to be something that was built by someone, basically. And sure enough, yes, there are traps present within your line of sight.
Okay, I say, hey guys, traps.
Orion pulls a poison dart out of his
Yeah, we
shoulder.
do that.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, okay.
I'll use my climbing speed to climb off of this dart space up on the wall.
Okay.
Well, my strength is 15. I don't know how much I can lift, including me with flying. So
That would be 225 pounds minus what you've already got.
okay, that's about 90 pounds.
Well, how about instead
80
of
pounds.
carrying them, let's all look for more of those dart traps and try to point them out.
Yeah.
You could
I would like to try to follow Orion to the place where he was before he climbed up the wall, and then be very careful to avoid any traps
Okay.
to get to carry.
Alright,
Could
so
we-
firstly, when you climb up, Orion, using your climb speed, dig your claws into the wall, the pressure plate becomes flush with the floor once again.
Should have rammed the dagger in there or something.
So, we did kind of talk about last session, but do keep in mind that when you move on this map, pay careful attention to where you're standing.
Could we take a rope and tie it to this other end over here? That is where Garrick is, and Garrick can fly the rope across, and then we can kind of like monkey crawl across the rope.
There's
Is there any
nothing
place
to
to-
tie it onto.
There's
The
nothing to
face?
tie it on.
The face?
We
The
could
face doesn't
hold
really
it.
have any hooks or anything like that. There might be something inside it. There might be a cavity.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna go in there. Yeah.
Just a suggestion.
Thank you, God, but no, thank you.
If
what about a piston or not a piston, but the whatchamacallits.
Yeah, does someone have a climber's
whatchamacallit?
kit? Climber's kits have these little loops, pitton type things. You can hammer it to the wall. We've got a loop to secure a rope. Does someone have a climber's kit?
No.
I don't.
Nope.
Well, pitton. Anyone got a pitton?
I have insect repellent.
I had my torch.
You could just lather yourself up with insect repellent and run on through.
I have a signet ring.
If one of us
I
found
have
Derek,
block and tackle. Can I use that somehow to fasten it in the figure?
Block and tackle. It's more for kind of.
Is there a hook on that or something like that? On the block and tackle?
Yeah, it's like a rope, like a harness sort of set up and a hook. You could try and improvise it. It doesn't really have a spike for hammering it into the wall, but
Yeah, well, I think
it might go in.
if I hook it behind the mouth and tighten it so it
I have a grappling
the mount.
hook.
Yeah, you could maybe hook it
Grappling
behind the
hook?
mouth.
Yeah, I have a
Grappling-
grappling hook. Can we grapple?
Grappling hook is probably better.
Grappling hook's more for like putting it on, a ledge above you to climb up. You want to get across a hallway.
how about this? We're overthinking this. Can I try to look for more of those pressure plates?
Yeah, Orion, make a perception check. Take a look around. There's moss covering the floor. A lot of the floor is obscured. You can see vines and little creepers crawling everywhere. And none of the floor looks any different to you, including the pressure plate that you just stood on.
Oof. Okay.
Could I possibly? I have an extra mace, and that weighs what, about 10 pounds, maybe? 5 pounds?
Not that heavy. I think a couple of pounds or something.
Couple pounds? Okay. Can I toss that to where Orion's space, where you triggered the trap,
Yeah.
and see if the trap triggers?
Alright, you throw the mace across the hall, and it hits the ground, but it's not heavy enough to trigger the pressure plate.
Okay.
Well, we know that these squares right here are okay, because I stepped on them and didn't trigger anything.
Yeah.
And we know that this square has one. So I'll... Can we look in the walls for where the darts are coming out of?
The perception check covers everything within your line of sight.
Got it.
If you're looking down a hall, maybe if you're inspecting a chest or something, you might be a bit more focused. But you looked everywhere around you and you didn't notice anything.
I'm gonna try to follow Orion's steps and move to there.
Okay.
Same here.
Yeah, you guys are fine. And yeah, you don't even see
I was
where the
like
darts came from either. Right.
Then I will climb on the wall to here, and then drop on the ground.
Okay. You do that just fine.
Okay.
Careful where you step.
I'm gonna take the risk. I'm moving up one.
Alright,
okay.
When you step on that pressure plate, 4
And
darts
that's right.
shoot out from the wall.
That's the same pressure plate I stepped on.
I know.
First
Now-
dart, it hits you. Make a Constitution save, Lollard.
Shield is just a self spell, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn it.
Alright, you're hit by the first dart. You manage to resist the poison. You take 12 points of damage. 9 poison, 3 piercing. Second dart misses you. It hits the opposite wall. Third dart hits you. Make a con save against poison. You take 18 points of damage. Lollard drops to the ground. He falls unconscious. The poison's too much. And here comes another dart. Miss. It flies straight over the top of you, hits the ground. Alright, someone needs to stabilize Lollard immediately, otherwise he'll have to make death saving throws.
Well,
I
I'm
fly in.
right behind him, so
I fly in and touch him and give him 1 hit point.
Alright, you fly over, lean down, and just poke him. A little bit of a holy aura emanates from your
I'm
fingers.
upside down with my head to the ground and my feet through.
You open your eyes and you see Garrick's face kind of adjacent to yours with his legs up in the air.
And I'm looking up at it at this image, and I'm going, "Wow!"
And the flash spell wears off.
Ooh!
And you just face plant on the ground.
Okay, that wasn't so cool as I thought.
on the pressure plate, right?
Oh no.
Almost.
So good news,
Just
bad
kidding.
news.
Sorry.
All of the squares from here are safe except for the one Lollard's on.
Yeah, because
If
the
only
one
we
I
could have known of this beforehand.
I'll go one further then.
If as long as I stay on that plate, you guys can just walk right over it because the pressure is already there, so the trap's already triggered.
Alright. Orion, could you move? I want to leave this hallway.
Before we
Yeah, go for it.
before we continue on, maybe at least a short rest.
Well, let's get out of this corridor first.
Yeah, but
There's a place
out of the
over here
corridor,
we can
but
take a look.
I don't think it's a good idea to do it deeper in the dungeon.
Yeah, especially
Fair
with one of
enough.
our party on 1 HP.
I'll move forward.
When you step onto the pressure plate, it's still sunk into the ground. He's basically preventing it from being fired again.
Cool.
So
So
everyone
I'll continue.
climbs over me.
Right. Suddenly, when Nathan and Nim step forward, these stone hands, they just reach out. Stone, like very thin stone arms and stone hands with very long fingers. They reach out and from the wall that they're standing next to and grab them, and then they're just dragged into the wall. And there is a bas relief on that wall now with Nathan and Nim with this shocked, horrified look on their face. A stone carving on the wall as if they've just been turned into a picture.
Holy shit!
Oh dear.
And you kind of hear this disembodied cackling sound. It's Bowser. That's not Bowser. Could be.
Stay away from the walls. The walls will eat you.
I move up another space to be away from the wall.
Alright, you guys get into this hallway, and you can hear the sound of running water. There's a drain nearby. The sound's coming from that. To your right, there's a balcony. To the left, there is a window. You can see a sarcophagus beyond.
I think I see a creature over there, guys. Heads up. I'll point down toward the sarcophagus over here.
Alright. Metal Sonic steps here. And pressure plate. The ground sinks and darts shoot out of the wall. Millhouse, roll me 4d20. The first dart is shot at Metal Sonic. Comes from the wall. And ting! It hits him for 2 piercing damage. The second dart fires at you, Millhouse. Miss. The third dart hits Metal Sonic. Ting! There's another little chip taken off Metaru Soniku. A little spark flies out into the air. Fourth dart flies out at you, Millhouse. And hits your armor and bounces to the ground. A bit of poison oozes down your armor. So,
now you guys want to take a rest here then?
Let's clear this hallway here. But there's a creature there. Like, we're in a dungeon. I see something over there. If we rest, it might come after us.
Yeah, but we can wait and see if it comes after us.
Okay. Well then...
Metal Sonic steps on another pressure plate. And poison darts shoot out of the wall. Lollard and Millhouse, roll me 4d20.
Whoops.
4 darts very quickly shoot out of the walls. Oh, up and down the hall. The first dart targets Millhouse. It bounces off your armor. Second dart targets Lollard. It misses him. It bounces off his armor as well. The third dart that fires from the wall and the fourth dart both go to Metal Sonic. In quick succession. Ting ting! Both of the darts hit him for 4 points of damage in total.
That thing is very good to have in front of us.
Yeah, Millhouse, can you do that down this hallway? And then we can see if we can rest here?
Yep, slowly making my way up.
Can I climb up to the ceiling? Like hang from a stalagmite or something?
Yeah.
Stalactite?
Yeah, it's like a very natural sort of cavey ceiling. It's only like 10 feet high. Roughly 10 to 12 feet high. And yeah, there's little cracks in the ceiling. Some small streams of dust like fall down from some cracks. Some dirt and stuff like that. And there's roots poking through the ceiling from trees above.
I'd like to climb across the ceiling to here if possible.
Okay, it's very kind of damp as well. And you might want to stick to the walls more than the ceiling because some clumps of dirt are coming away in your hand.
Okay.
Suddenly, Orion, you see some movement from below. So let me describe this grand staircase to you. It's a grand chamber opening ahead. 50 feet across and plunging down into darkness below. A stone balcony winds around the walls to connect 4 archways. So this is an archway. There's an archway across from you. An archway to your left. And there are other balcony levels visible below, with corridors radiating off in all different directions. To the north, there's a stone staircase descending to the lower levels. And this is what it looks like. You're standing on the left of that handout.
So it looks like there appears to be 3 levels?
You can't actually see all the way down.
Oh, okay.
But there's someone on the balcony, on the lower level, like 1 level down, across from you, Orion. And they look like a dwarf. They have a mask on that looks like one of these bearded devil faces. and have this scraggly hair. They look like an albino dwarf, like Musharib, and kind of looks up at you. He glares up from below. He's hunched over, and without saying a word, he steps out of sight.
I'm thinking that this idea to rest in the tomb is a worse and worse idea. How about we know the traps to get out of here? Let's just go outside real quick and rest on the outside, and then come back in fully refreshed.
Well, that wasn't safe either.
Well, there are
You
things in here. If we were to rest in here, we might be attacked while we're resting.
Yeah,
I'd rather
we
do
can
this
run.
outside.
We can still run out when they come.
Well, running out would not be very advisable, I think, with all those pressure plates.
We know where one pressure plate is. We just jump over it.
Well, actually, you know where 3 is, because the Millhouse's little buddy found 2 or more.
Oh.
If you guys want to rest, would you rather do it here in the tomb or just outside?
Just outside.
Well, I would
Outside, I
rather
think.
do it here because of, the people are still looking for us.
Yeah,
And the dragon just found us.
and the dragon
Well,
might
it's
come back.
But-
Yeah, right.
Going by previous experiences, the dragon's not coming back till it's feeling a bit better. I say outside.
Yeah, and I think they can come in here as well, so the people that are looking for us, and then we're like kind of stuck in here.
That's
Yeah,
true.
but the people who we didn't see this entrance at once. It was
Well,
kind
we-
of hidden.
Yeah,
If
but
they're
we
tracking
opened it.
us, we kind of, yeah.
Let's take a group vote. In or out? So, obviously everyone wants to rest. That's 3 for out. Two for in.
Okay.
You stand here and you can feel the humidity, hear the sound of that gushing water, the jungle light, the sunlight from above filtering through the jungle illuminates some pockets of light here and there. Your feet disturb creepers, moss, sticks to your boots. Underneath it all there's flagstone tiles.
I check this little hallway area for traps.
Make a perception check, Orion. You don't see any traps.
You don't see the hallway either.
Yeah, you have your eyes closed while you're looking.
Then I
See-
will
You see the
climb
inside
across
of
the
your
wall.
eyelids.
Then I'll climb across the wall on my way back.
With closed eyes? Whoa. Well, I take a jumping jack over from here to here.
Okay,
Ooh.
you clear that 5-foot section. Others meander around, and it's like you guys get by without setting off any pressure plates. Orion's climbing on the wall. Orvex's corpse is just laying here. His big cavity where his eye used to be.
Let's put him on a bush.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's put him in a bush.
So you guys hang out here for an hour, getting a second wind and whatnot. Not literally unless you're a fighter, but, you know, taking a breather. So everyone take a short rest.
I think we need to
That's
bury
not very
Orvex.
much for me.
You know where there's
Ooh, stop.
a 20-foot deep grave.
Yeah. That's
I
true.
just got him out of there.
Yeah, but he kind of belongs there now.
Alright, when you guys are rested, when you finish your rest, just go and... actually, I'll move everyone off to the side here. When you guys are done, except for Orvek. Just so we know, you move back over here, so I know when you're finished resting.
I guess I have to do a cure wounds on myself to get to full.
I have a cure wounds for you too, Lollard, if you need it.
Oh, I should be good. Oh,
Okay.
thanks.
Would anybody mind taking an extra 10 minutes so I can heal Sonic of the damage he's taking?
Do you use a spell for that?
Cantrip spell.
Okay.
Before you do that, just hang on. So yeah, when you're ready, just when you finish the short rest, just stand over here so I know, so we can move on. Torin and Lola, are you guys ready?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Okay. As you guys are milling about here resting, suddenly this door starts to rise up.
Crap.
Sprint for it.
You can
Yeah, let's
probably
do it.
make it if you run now, but the dagger just pops straight out of the ground. It's flung straight out of the ground, and the tomb is sealing back up.
Climb on the wall.
Lollard,
Yeah.
He's done it again.
step on a pressure plate. Everyone, stop moving.
1 moment. Please ignore this. I was already doing the pattern.
Orion, Millhouse, Lollard, Metal Sonic, and... sorry, I'll roll for Metal Sonic. Orion, Lollard, Millhouse, and Torin. Each of you roll 4d20. Poison dart. Rapidly shoot out of the walls at all of you. Whoever rolls the lowest gets the dart. For each individual dart. Alright. There's... First one's Metal Sonic. Poison dart bounces off him. Second dice is a tie between Millhouse and Torin. Both of you roll a 1d20. The dart targets Millhouse. Ding! Bounces off his armor and hits the ground. The third dart fires at Orion. It kind of gets a bit jammed and just spits out onto the ground. And the fourth and final dart is shot out at Orion as well. Here it comes. It misses you and just clings into the opposite wall and falls to the ground.
Well, that short rest helped.
Oh, yeah. So the other pressure point should be there, and then I think there's another one
Right.
there, if I'm right.
Garrick, if
Yeah.
you don't move, the door's going to be closed. If you don't run.
I'm not running.
You're staying outside?
Yep.
Okay.
So you want to split the party? You want to be separated from them?
No, I want to see if we can open that door again.
And if we can't, we're
What
going
if
to be
you
stuck
can't?
out there.
Then yeah, if you can't, then you're stuck.
Get
outside.
over here! Quickly!
Garrett,
Then
come on,
I'm
let's go.
Quick.
then I'm fucked and I have to use another character that's lost inside the tomb or something like that.
It's your decision to make, but the puzzle cubes are gone. As far as you know, there's no way to open the door. The puzzle cubes teleported away.
Yeah, but the puzzle cubes were for the first door, wasn't it?
Find
It
out.
was.
Just,
Stay out there.
just get in here quick.
I hope the second door still opens.
Okay. Is that your final decision?
Yeah.
Alright, the door slams shut.
I move closer to the door
Okay.
Alright,
and try to.
when you move forward, this lever, it spits out of the skull, marking the lintel of the door, and an hourglass spins around. Sand begins draining from it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
Nerve-wracking.
2, 1. Do you pull the lever, Garrett?
No, but this is nerve-wracking.
At the end of the countdown, the door opens again.
Guys, we have to do something with this door. We have to block it
Close it.
somehow.
Close it
Because
behind
there
us
wasn't.
somehow.
Yeah, I'd
What?
rather close it behind us.
Yeah, but if there's
Yeah,
was the lever on the inside. Did they see a lever on the inside while
No.
it was closed?
When the countdown finished, so it's like a skull on the door, a skeletal hand with the hourglass went out. When the countdown finished, the skeletal hand pulls the hourglass back in the skull, and then the door just recedes into the floor. That dagger that you jammed in, it wasn't enough to stop the door. You'd need quite a few of them. Probably 10 or close to it to really stop this door from rising. That dagger just got shot out.
Does anyone have 10 daggers?
I have one or two, but it's kind of nice if it closes in the next hour, because then the 1T can't come after us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but there,
but we can get out.
Well,
I mean, there
I
might
don't-
be another exit.
I know this is a tomb. I don't want it to be my tomb.
That's a good point.
Well,
So do we
This-
search for a mechanism somewhere on this side that may open that on this side?
Yeah, let's
I don't
do that.
think-
I would like to investigate around here.
You can there's no obvious levers or anything sticking out. You can make a perception check to take a look at your surroundings. You take a careful look around and you don't see anything. It's just a moss-covered floor, moss and vine-covered walls. You don't even see the pressure plates, or can't even see where these darts shot out from.
Okay, I didn't take a perception test. 1 second.
We still have to be careful with these walls, guys.
Same result.
Yeah,
you don't see anything.
Okay, do the on the walls, are our friends still on the walls?
Yeah, their bas reliefs are on these walls here.
Okay.
Can I bring out the Lantern of Revealing?
Yeah, you light up the Lantern of Revealing, and it illuminates everything brightly. Kind of adds to these dull tones, shade caused by the cracks in the ceiling and a dim light filtering through, and there's nothing visible.
We went into the jungle and nobody has a climber's kit or pittance.
that might have helped
Sorry.
us. Most of us died from falling.
It's time to quickly double back to Port Nyanzaru, pick some up.
I'll drop down on the
The
ground.
only
in this
thing I
ship.
have is my sword and the dagger.
When you move up
Can
to
I-
the intersection,
I think
again,
we
you
have
can
to
hear
find
the-
a way.
You can hear the sound of that water. It sounds like there's a There's a raging river underneath this grate in the ground, crisscross grate.
I don't remember where the trap is.
Next to me.
Lollard. He triggered most of them.
Yeah, they're here,
I
here, and I think there's one was here. Right
Oh,
there.
thank you. And then I take a speed and jump over it.
Okay.
Into turn.
And you both fell backward into the...
I kind of carry him or catch him or
Can I
I
take
jump
out
on your back and take a piggyback.
Can I take out a gold piece and throw it into this mouth?
Okay.
Well, no, can I move? As I see him doing that, can I move?
Sure. Yeah, keep in mind that your actions can potentially get other people killed. So
That's fair.
Do
I don't
consult the
think
party
s-
before making any rash decisions. You would
That's
hate
I don't
to
think Sonic has enough time to
do
move.
something and then all of a sudden a brick comes out of the wall and splatters Millhouse flat, squishing him
Orion
around
can-
until he's
Orion
a
could
giant
think
paste.
Orion could think of no better trap, to be quite honest.
When he does that, at the same moment I'd cast Divine Sense.
Okay. So, alright, you flick a coin into the mouth and it just disappears. It doesn't make a sound. Gone. Vanished.
Does it, like,
Use-
immediately vanish? Sorry.
It goes, in, as you would expect, flicking a coin into it, but then it's gone. It doesn't make a sound of, the tinging sound of a coin hitting the stone or anything like that. Garrick, use Divine Sense, and you sense Fiend. You sense the presence of a fiend.
In the walls? Was that what our friend what took our friend?
It's coming from the darkness. It's coming from here. You might have to go in there, Garrick.
One moment, I need to get
Sort
my
it out.
papers. What was the text on that damn?
The warning?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll bring that up for you guys. Good call.
thank you.
His first warning.
First, no more. In the darkness it hides. It's dark inside, right?
Yeah, it's pitch black. The lantern of revealing does not illuminate the darkness.
It hides. What's it?
need those masks, guys.
Yeah, we do.
There's a fiend inside there.
Can I put a light spell on the tip of my mace and stick the mace inside that area?
Sure. You'll need to be in this space to do that.
Okay, that space there. Kind of like the light space, the bulb of the mace is lit up with the light and trying to light that area inside.
Okay. When
What
that
happens
happens, firstly, you stick the mace in. Something touches you. It's kind of ice cold, and your mind is just kind of flooded with psychic energy. You're knocked back. Your eyes are watering, and a drop of blood drips out of your nose. You take 24 points of psychic damage, Lollard. And when you pull the mace out, as a kind of reaction of taking that damage, the light is dispelled on top of that. But something touched you and flooded your mind with psychic energy.
And did we see anything when the light went in?
No, it was dispelled. The mace just vanished, and then something touched you, and you guys on the outside saw like a thin strand of shadowy energy, like a tendril, reach out and grab Lollard's hand almost.
So,
I think it hides in there.
fellas,
You should keep away from it.
can we stop trying to trigger traps, perhaps? Or potential traps?
I fire.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a trap. I think it's a
Yeah.
fiend.
I think there's
No,
something in
stop,
there.
stop. It's not doing it. Just leave it alone. It's not doing anything. Stop trying to trigger it.
Well, if it's
Do
in
you
the
want
astral
do you want the devil in at your back?
I mean, it's not doing anything.
if it's in
Well,
Asterix warning, right? Maybe it has something we need. Maybe we do need, or we can just leave it alone. I'm good either way.
Just leave it alone and stop.
I don't know. I don't like demons.
Look.
I kind of want to destroy every demon I see.
Yeah, alright, but can you see a demon?
I can sense it. I smell it.
Yeah.
It's inside there.
I mean, feel free to go in after it, but
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. If you intentionally trigger a known or a very suspicious trap, I honestly don't think you're worth the resources getting back up.
how about we go investigate that sarcophagus, and if we get stuck at some point, we can come back here and kill a demon. Is that fair?
And put
Sure.
something against that opening so that we know if it moved out or not while we were gone.
Is that a door?
It's a window.
Yeah.
It's a window.
Yeah.
And has anyone? Well, we haven't even moved over to that spot. Maybe we should.
I move along the hallway while checking in front of me for traps. Not that I'm very good at it, but
You can make a
I try to
perception check.
see where put my foot.
Yeah, you can make a perception check to pan everything within your field of vision. You don't see anything hazardous. You can hear the sound of that rushing water coming from the grate.
That grate, is that permanently fastened, or is it possible to lift it out?
It might be possible to lift it. It's set into the floor in an iron frame. It's badly rusted, and through the bars, you see this muddy water flowing slowly past.
Okay. I continue to move down while checking my foot, but I think that the perception holds for the whole floor, or do I have to make for each 5 feet?
When you do a perception check, you pan everything within your field of vision. So anything that
Okay.
you can see, it would count for that. So over here, this area, through here, and once you've
Okay.
made it from the area, then that's your best attempt. So
I
as you
look
move forward, you move through some more creepers and vines, cling to the wall, and at the end of the corridor, there is an arched crystal window. It's 6 feet wide and 10 feet high. Through it, you can see a dark chamber. It's illuminated a bit from Millhouse's lantern and your light source as well. And there's a sarcophagus. There's also something else.
What's this? Is a statue or?
Yeah. Alright. I'll describe the entire room. It's a vaulted tomb. It's overgrown with moss and creepers. A stone sarcophagus rests on a stepped dais in the middle of the floor. And on the wall behind the sarcophagus, there are 2 large statues of bears. They're gripping a 5-foot diameter bronze disc, and the disc is embossed with a dozen glaring eyes. Around the room as well, 6 desiccated corpses slump on thrones. Each corpse wears a black mask. Seems to be made of paper mache and black feathers.
Seb, quick question. Are we meant to be able to see through that?
It's a window.
No, not the window. This devil face over here.
No. It's pure blackness. Can you see through it?
No, the one across the staircase. I'm pinging it.
Oh, yeah. There's some light over there.
Alright.
If you're looking all the way over there.
I just thought dynamic lighting was doing a thing.
That
We were
kinda
meant to be
looks
able
like-
to see through it.
Kind of looks like a pair of glowing eyes from a devil's face. Glowing eyes gleaming at you from light coming from that room.
So I know everybody's thinking it. I vote we don't break the window.
Well, if there's masks inside, they could probably hide us from something in here.
But
Right, that's what the warning is.
But I mean, it's just so obvious, isn't it? Like
I
break
know.
the window.
Yeah, I know.
Like
I
I thought the same thing.
if we do break the window, somebody just like throw a rock or shoot an arrow at it. Don't go up and smash it.
Yeah, let's go to the other side of the balcony here, and I'll shoot an arrow from a couple hundred feet away.
No! Don't let's not do that. Question:
What's down there?
The eyes, are they moving, or is that a figure?
No, it's not
just
moving,
figures of eyes?
It's embossed onto the disc, so it's kind of almost like a giant shield with just these eyes worked into the metal.
So they're not moving at all. So they don't seem to see anything or something. Not magical eyes. Good. Then I move in front of it to see the whole room.
Alright, it's pretty hard to see in here. The window is filtering everything with like a blue fog. You
Okay.
can see another one of these niches and whatnot. So there's 6 corpses in these thrones. Lots of growth, fungus and moss and stuff like that growing up from the ground.
Well, guys, my idea is before we break anything and go in there, we have a canal system here. Canal systems always lead to something interesting.
To me, that just says you go in there and you're just gonna be covered in oozes and slimes.
Well, there's
Yeah.
an area we haven't explored it yet over here.
That's true.
Let's keep going that way.
And come back
And then
here
just-
later.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, but we still should be aware that there's something behind us in that, whatever that mask is, or the gargoyle face.
That's true.
Just
That's
leave it
why I
alone.
Let's take
Really?
the approach and not mess with it.
Look. All right,
goes again.
if you want to fight it, all right, just keep this in mind. Lollard took quite a bit of a hit just putting his mace in contact with it. Right, given it can do that, if it actually does come out to fight us, I don't think we stand a chance at all.
Okay,
Maybe he
but
triggered the one-time trap. Maybe that was it.
Don't
But
poke
still-
the sleeping dragon.
before we break any windows, I still think we should try the sewers. Maybe we find another entrance to the room through the sewers.
Well, we can always climb down and just take a look and climb right back up if we need
You
to.
guys feel like you could probably fit Millhouse down there. They're wide enough for him to squeeze through.
All right.
Sounds
before
great.
that,
Actually, I
Before
think it
that
specifically says it right here. A Millhouse could squeeze through them.
The size between the bars is one millhouse long.
Millhouse size bars spread across
I
the
still
gate.
think we should try to lift it out and see if we can do it with.
yeah, but before we go
It's just
exploring, through, question: why would there be a sewer grate here?
That's a great point.
Yeah, that's my point. It leads
It's
to
purposefully-
somewhere else.
No, it's
No.
like purposefully misleading.
Yeah.
There's no reason for it to be here. It's not like Esrek, whoever designed this tomb or whatever, like needed a grate here and was forced to put it in his entry hall, right?
Tomb always have secret entrances.
Then
This
This
isn't
is
a
not
secret.
secret. This isn't secret.
but
It's the secret because everybody don't think it's a secret.
Yeah, exactly. It could be an obvious, way in.
A triple bluff.
Like,
It's a double bluff.
How about we go explore the single bluff, the obviously trapped area over here, and then just keep this and the probable demon face in mind when we want to break the glass later.
Yeah, but I
Sure.
still think we should try the sewers before we break the glass.
Milos, you want to?
Sure.
Can I just lower you down on a rope so you can take a look, and I'll pull you right back out?
No, I'm not going down there.
I mean, is it
Orion.
really only Millhouse size big, or can anyone go down it?
I think we should just try lift it out.
Sure, what could go wrong? Let's do it. Help me out here, Garrett.
famous last words.
Okay.
I'm helping you.
With both of you grabbing it, you start to see all this mud get pushed up. It's kind of like a circular frame that's been caked into the floor, and you guys have enough strength
While
to
I
pull it
do
up.
that, I say, watch that face. Watch that face.
Face.
You take the grate up, and now you've got a hole in the ground.
How deep? How far
Okay,
is it
let's put it against the wall.
Okay, you put it over there. It's not far down. Only 5 or 6 feet. You could jump down there.
Oh, okay.
I jump down there.
I follow.
Wait,
When he has moved out of the way.
I was
Uh,
going to suggest throwing something in it to see if how rapid they were or something, or if anything's down there. But
I'm throwing me in it. Don't worry.
Okay, you guys jump down. So they jump down there, and you've got a kind of cramped, very, very slimy underground river. Very sluggish water and very dirty water as well. It's brown, filled full of mud. It continues meandering to the north. It's only a couple of feet deep, and it also leads south. So let me know if you want to go, south.
I think south, because that looked like it was going away from the room. Maybe the other
Hold
side
up.
goes too.
We took a look. We're good. We can go out now.
I want to take a look on the other side just to see what is on the other side of this canal under this. Yeah.
Prepared to help Orion.
I say, guys, it turns to the west.
You guys hear him call out with this kind of echoey voice from under the drain.
To the what?
To the west, in direction of the room.
Right.
All right. We'll follow it 30 feet. 30 feet, and that's it. Okay.
It's kind of getting a little bit deeper here too. It's a couple of feet deep, and it's kind of flowing against you. It's going to slow your movement down, but you're not needing to swim. The ceiling actually kind of gets pretty narrow at some point. There's only a few inches of space at some areas. You're going. If you're going south, you're going against the current, and you might have to kind of just take a breath and push through a little section, or put your head up near the ceiling for a pocket of air.
Hmm.
When you
follow too.
step forward, Garrick, suddenly it's like a giant stone button just kind of rises up from the ground in the shape of a skull. And it just pops up, kind of, you can vaguely see it as the water runs over it.
Does it look similar to the skull at the entrance that was like the timer and stuff?
No, it's like a human skull, humanoid skull. Are you going down there, Ryan?
Oh, sure. I'll move a little.
Okay.
I'll move south too.
You jump down,
You want me to come?
splash into the water. It's about a foot deep, and it gets about 2 feet deep where Garrick is, and it gets even deeper. And it's very uneven tunnels. So at some areas the ceiling's 6 inches above your head. In others it's a foot or even a few feet above your head.
Can we tie a rope or something to somewhere up here so that we can lower it down into that little sewer area so that we can climb back up if we need to?
There's the walls are smooth, so you know.
Can we put like the grappling hook on the edge, kind of like hammering
On
it
here?
down into it? Yeah, on the edge of
You could grapple
like
there.
there or grapple here, so that it is secure there for just a short while. At least one person can climb up, and
Yeah,
then
you can grapple there.
Okay,
Kind of jam
alright.
it into the
You
ground.
could throw it into the black hole, and maybe the devil will hold us.
Well, hold
for
on.
us.
Well, hold it first. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll jump down, and then that way, at least we have a way out this point if we need to run.
Okay.
So, Orion, what are we gonna
So
do
we're
with this
going in,
button?
I guess we're going in. All
Alright, so yeah, you've got the grappling hook kind of, you jam it into one of the seams in the floor tile and it pushes through mud and moss, and you've got it fairly firmly in place, like a 50-foot rope. Drop down into the water, and the water's fairly sluggish, but like it's gonna kind of take the rope away. You could just leave the rope, you could from standing underneath the grate, you could just reach up and grab
reach
it.
the rope and grab it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Or
so we'll just kind
you
of.
could just reach the, you could probably just reach the actual floor. You don't really need a rope to climb up or down here.
Okay, well that's
But
fine. If we
you've got
can
that.
do that,
I mean, you've
we got that as second.
Right,
portion.
I guess I'm just being shoved in here now.
So, yes, you have no choice now. No, I thought you wanted to go down there. You can stay up if you want.
Just having a quick look at the room before going down.
All right, Millhouse. All right, you've got your lantern.
Yeah.
When you bring it closer, the bright light kind of pushes through the window and gives everything a bright blue hue. You notice something about this disc. The eyes, the pupils. It's very small from this distance. It's hard to notice. The pupils are actually flicking back and forth as if they're frantically scanning the room. That's on this disc over here.
And the figures had masks, didn't I?
Yeah. Black mask made of paper mache, painted black with black feathers.
Did the statues have masks? The bear statues?
No.
Okay.
Would you mind describing the skull in front of us again, Seth?
Looks like a human skull. It's like a giant button, and it's just rised up out of the ground. It's like 4 foot tall, 3 foot on a side. You could stand on it. It's just risen up out of the ground, like a button's just popped up, and it's made of stone.
I want to push it so bad.
No, not with me here. I move a little farther south. Sorry, so.
It gets pretty stinky up here. It smells like rotten eggs. Very rotten odor.
Are we like in a sewer or?
Possible. All we know now is just it's a bunch of sludge.
It's gross. It's like the water is yellowish and brownish.
Ooh.
As you guys move through here, you're about 3 feet in the water, and you actually have to kind of hold your breath for a second or put your face right up against the ceiling. It's a bit claustrophobic.
Ryan, was that you? That smell?
This is what all my baths smell like.
Alright. I'll go down.
Alright, you jump down, holding your lantern up so it doesn't get wet.
Does the water cover Millhouse?
Yeah, Millhouse is like
Sonic is carrying me.
basically submerged almost. He can kind of just breathe. Water's rushing across his beard, and Sonic is propping him up a little bit.
I let him on my back.
Orion, wait. 'Wait. 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 ' Oh.
Poor Gert.
Now that smell of rotten eggs is it's gross.
I'll let everybody know about the eyes as well that were going on up there.
Okay.
Is this a gas?
Do
or
we
does it just look
see
like the
that?
It's
same
like
water?
a foam, yeah. It's like a yellowish, greenish foam.
Guys, I think everybody should move a little bit back. I'm gonna try something.
Sure.
Go for it.
Uh,
Can I be in this space?
Yeah.
no, farther behind me, I think is better.
Well, there's no real room. What you gonna do, Garrett?
I'm trying to flambe this foam.
Couldn't that
If
possibly
it's
flambe
explosive.
all of us?
Yeah, maybe we should all get out.
Okay, I think we'll all move back.
Yeah, if you want to explode it, we'll get out of the sewer,
That was
yeah.
what I said before I started to do anything. I just said you should go farther behind.
I would like to climb out and before that.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
Either it's poison or it's not healthy for flames. Can I see it from here, or do I have to be one
Okay,
further
yeah.
out? Okay. I put as much of me on the water as I can.
Okay.
Stick out a hand and lob a firebolt in the direction of the thing and dive underwater.
And it explodes. It just ignites, and a big tube of fire just floods down the hall and scorches Millhouse's eyebrows. Garrick, you can make a dex save.
Okay.
Let's see how quickly you can get underwater.
Well, no, not very quickly. I don't know why I
You
have
do
to still
take the
have blast.
precaution of submerging yourself, so you have resistance to fire damage. But it just, it's instantaneous. And you'll hit for 6 points of fire damage. And all of that foam is gone. You've burnt it all away, and you can't really smell that rotten.
Guys, it's safe! I don't have any eyebrows left, but it's safe!
You call that safe?
Yeah, it's safe now.
You sure?
Yeah.
What do you think, Orion?
Well, let's do it.
Yeah, you guys just saw like an orange glow from down here, and you guys felt this like big wave of heat wash over you.
Did Millhouse die?
No, he survived.
No, he's fine.
Try harder next time, and I'll jump down.
There's a staircase here.
I think we will wait with the staircase and see where this sewer leads us before we...
Right, I really think whatever's in that room really isn't worth it.
Well, those masks
knows?
will allow us to not be seen, according to Asarak.
Alright, you guys continue on. You're going against the current, and it gets pretty damn deep here. 4 feet deep. Millhouse needs to be held up, but it ends. There seems to be a pool of water here.
Is that a chest?
Yeah.
I found a chest!
So,
Guys?
when you
Of
course you did.
when you speak here, you have to really yell because of that. There's like a waterfall, churning waterfall nearby. So it's pouring from these cracks. It's pouring through these cracks and seams in the wall. It's like this big muddy pool ahead of you, flushing out over you, moving down this river.
So he's found the source of the river.
Yeah. Just above the pool surface, there is a large treasure chest. It's dangling from these rusty chains embedded in the ceiling.
Is it getting deeper if we get closer to the chest?
Yeah, you are kind of up to your chest, Garrick. You guys are soaked. Chest is, hanging from these chains, dangling down from the ceiling. It's 6 feet long, 3 feet wide, 3 feet high. It's 1 foot above the water.
Well,
You notice something. You've examined it for a good little moment now. It's the keyhole.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's got a keyhole. It's shaped like a cackling demon skull. The decoration on the front of the lid, and encircling the keyhole, it looks like there's some sort of inscription or something, but it's too hard to make out from this distance.
Okay, I will swim over.
Alright, when you step forward...
Before I do that, I tie the rope around myself and give it to Torin.
I take the rope.
Make a sleight of hand check using intelligence, Garrick. See how...
Sleight of hand intelligence.
Oh yeah,
How
so
do I do a change?
just intelligence if you're not proficient.
Yeah. It's better than dexterity. Still not good.
You tie it around your waist and you make a nice little knot. It's nothing special, but it's a knot.
Yeah, and then I try to swim over.
How tall is Garrick?
Garrick is at 180, so 6 feet.
Okay. What is he? Are you wearing armor?
Yeah, I'm wearing armor.
Oh yeah, you pretty much sink into the bottom, but you've got your head above water. It's about 5 feet deep. Alright, you can make out the inscription. It's written in common. It says, so it's like a circle around this demon's skull, and it's written around in a circular fashion. I devour all but the greatest thieves, is what it says.
This might be that whatever is in that, the big hole thing, his treasure.
Then we should take it, since I don't have the permission to kill him.
Okay.
Since I'm not a locksmith or anything, I take out my sword.
The one day we don't have Nathan.
And smash the damn thing.
I can lockpick it. I mean, alright, you would have to carry me.
Your sword will just break before you get through this chest.
Oh. Does anybody have a really hard hammer? I'm not good with locks.
I can use lockpicks and stuff.
You want to try?
I'll need somebody to carry me.
I think about devouring it, and there's chests that eat people, I remember.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to hit it instead of lockpicking it.
Sword's not the right weapon for breaking a chest.
Does anyone have a mace I can borrow?
I have a big old maul, but before we do, there is a warning from Astarak again. The keys turn on the inside only. Theoretically, there should be a key somewhere in this dungeon that we can go look for. Or we could break it and possibly trigger a trap.
I will risk it. Everybody moves back and I will take a mace and try to smash it. I tug at my rope a couple of times. Torin, keep that rope in your hands.
Of course.
Orion, can I borrow your mace?
It's a big old two-handed maul.
Okay, borrow them all.
I'll pass forward down the chain.
Alright, give us your best maul swing, Gareth. You might need to drag a maul from the compendium. I don't think... Are you proficient in martial weapons? I don't think you'd be proficient.
Yeah, I'm a paladin.
Oh yeah, that's right, you got the paladin. Not just sorcerer.
And this one is from Harakmar, so it might be made of adamantine.
Oh, is that the one that he made for you?
Yep.
Yeah, then it's an adamantine. It's actually really good against objects. It's an automatic critical hit.
Okay. If I could
That's
get
awesome.
the damn. Damn. That's the problem with 3 screens.
Yeah, you can't do it with it popped out. That's alright. You can
Just close it and open it again.
roll it manually if you want.
I think I got it now. Yeah, more. There.
Are
Still?
you taking all my
I'm not
swing
pressed.
at it, and the maul just bounces off of it.
I will continue. Hit
Give
it
us another
again.
good whack. Crit. It would be a crit anyway because it's an adamantine maul. Alright, you hit it, and it kind of swings around on the chains a little bit, and you put a bit of a crack in the wood. Wood splinters off.
Okay, I will continue. Use up
Another crit.
all my crits here.
You wasted all
Wow.
your crits. But that chest, you show that chest.
Yeah. I get into the swing and I.
Alright, you hit it again, and it just smashes open. And
Okay.
gold pieces just spill out everywhere. This what looks like a tankard made of gold falls out, splashes into the water, and this cracked bone tube falls out into the water as well, and everything just kind of spills out. The chest is kind of clanging around on the chains.
I try to grab the tankard and the bone tube.
There in the water. You diving down?
Yeah, diving down. Shouldn't be hard with the armor.
Alright, you dive down, and there's pretty much no visibility. The water is so murky, so you just take a breath and feel around. Make a investigation check.
We could just use the thing that doesn't need to breathe to search.
You manage to locate the tankard, and there's hundreds of gold pieces scattered all over the ground. Some of them are being taken away by the flow of water. But anyway, you pull up this tankard, and it's made of solid gold. It's embossed with a sad face. So like human face, and it's all sad. Frowning tankard.
I look for the bone tube too.
You couldn't find it.
Oh.
You find
Guys,
yeah.
guys, there's a bone tube somewhere here.
Bone tube.
That's I'm looking to search around for it.
Is it safe now?
I think so. It's open. There's gold on the floor, and this tankard and the bone tube dropped out.
All right. So with this tankard, when you pulled it out, I'm guessing it was full of water. So it was actually smiling. And then when you poured the water out, it got sad and it started frowning.
I'll put some water in it.
It smiles again.
Okay.
That's fine.
All right. Who's doing the party loot? Is that Millhouse?
That's me. So I just put in smiling gold cup.
Okay. It's worth 250 gold.
Use a couple more dives to see if I can't see the bone tube again.
You can't find it, but Mataru Sonic can make an investigation check. He can attempt to locate it down there, feel around everywhere. It could have been swept away by now.
That's
I would like to check.
intelligence, is it?
It's an intelligence-based thing, yeah. You're kind of just feeling around. You don't have any visual down here. It's the water is so murky. You cannot even barely see your hand in front of your face.
Guys, did anyone of you see a bone tube drive by? It didn't have a driving license, so stop it.
Anyone else can make an investigation if they want.
I did.
Alright, Torin, you dive down, and what you find is the tube. it's been cracked open, and its contents are gone. It looked like a spell scroll case.
Found it! Here it is! Was it already open?
Yeah, no,
I know. No, when it fell in, was it open or was it
no,
closed?
you must have broke it when you whacked the chest, because it's been cracked open. The spell
Is it still
scroll
in
is
the chest?
gone. The spell scroll.
I look it.
You feel like there's probably no point trying to locate the scroll because it's soaked. Overgrown.
For safety reasons, I look into the chest and see if it's there. Just.
There's a couple of
sometimes.
fragments of the bone. The chest is
Okay.
kind of split right open, still hanging from the chains. There's also, you guys can also scoop up a handful of gold pieces as well, and collectively, just with those dives that you guys did, you get 100. You recover 100 of them. It looked like there were many more, but they spilt out everywhere.
Okay. I give back the mole to Orion. That's one damn good mole.
Made by dwarves.
Oh, okay.
Milhouse, after this, we should go say hi to them.
Given the condition the dragon was in, I don't think there'll be much to go back to.
That's fair.
As you move away, the sound of that waterfall subsides.
Okay. So, do we have anybody who's good at finding traps before we open the door or go up the stairs or whatever that is?
The stairs they rise up about 10 feet, or almost 10 feet, and then they just end at a flat stone wall.
Do not
Right.
forget there was something actively scanning in that room.
It's true.
Yeah, you're right.
And
But you have the sentence, don't the mask or be seen.
but also, we are standing on the remnants of flammable foam.
Yeah,
I want to go in.
but
I think we should-
does anybody have a mage hand here?
Mage Hand could take one of the masks, and then we could go in, maybe?
Yeah, that was my thought. I
Don't
don't
know,
think
I
I
don't.
have.
But very
If only
good.
we had an improved mage.
The one time it's finally useful.
Pretty mage, yeah. One that does all sorts of non-mage.
Well, we can always come
Uh,
back to this. How about we go try to find a mask somewhere else and know that this stairway up to a secret door is
I
here?
don't think we're gonna find a mask somewhere else because I think it's the mask inside the room before you enter the room. That's the problem.
So you think that the only way to avoid the thing is to get the mask that is in the thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then let's go in the thing.
Okay. Anybody checking for a door or something? Trigger for to open this? There can't be just the stairs up to stone slab, can there?
Yeah, I'll push on the stone slab.
Okay.
Up here.
You push on it, solid
Oh.
stone wall. It's kind of slippery and mossy and stony.
Can I check for traps or hidden things, a way to look open it?
You can,
We'll use the skull button.
you can
Maybe.
make a perception check to see if there is a way to open this section of wall. But you don't notice anything.
Who said somebody about the skull button?
I know you wanted to press that button, Orion, so I think it's only right you go press it.
Okay.
Oh shit! Somebody keep an eye on him. I will. Okay, you follow.
Now this is how a barbarian checks for traps. Everybody, I'll push the button.
All right, you have to step on it to push it.
I will step on it.
All right, you step on it. Now that you've stepped on it, let me move you out of the way for a sec.
Do an elbow drop.
It sinks into the ground and pops back up and turns green. And you hear this little sound.
Whoa.
Does the door open?
No.
Well, green is usually good. right?
Right. Before we press it again, we should go up and check
Usually.
upstairs if anything changed.
Good call.
Yeah, I go up and check
Great.
if there's any kind of trigger or anything up here.
Sure, make a perception check, Garrick, as you
Hmm.
search the section of the wall. It's all covered with.
Lord, you're more perceptive than me. You should go up here and check, not me.
You search the walls. They're covered with a bit of green slime. The stairs are very slippery as well. But no mechanism. If this is a secret door, then there's no perceivable way to open it.
It could just
Alright.
be an emergency exit from the other side.
It
It's
could
Sonic's
be.
turn.
Maybe there's more of these on the other part of the sewer.
Lord, can you go up and check?
Yeah, I can try giving it a check.
Churches do have a lot of secret passages, right? Maybe you see.
Did Sonic see anything?
Metal Sonic doesn't see anything.
Don't we want to go and check
Lola
upstairs?
does.
Oh, I
Upstairs, like where we came in?
Alright, it's very, very difficult to see this, especially with everyone all kind of cramming in there and whatnot.
Yeah, you guys
got
step back.
the light cantrip on his mace, so he's using it like a torch. Keep in mind, if you are in dim light as well, you're at disadvantage. Just for future reference. I would recommend always having a light source when you search. So you notice something. It's very, very faint. There is just the faintest carving of some skulls on the seams of the door. And it's just like microscopic almost. There's some sort of like grey lining of this section of the wall, and it does look like there's a secret door here. You can, looks like you press one of the skulls.
If I press one of the skulls, it will open up.
And when that
Okay.
happens, you kind of hear a click, and the door kind of clicks away from you, and you feel like you could kind of slide it across now, if you want.
Okay, I'm gonna like crack it just a little bit, just to get a view of what's on the other side.
It's like trying to light a lighter, because the seams of the door are made from flint, so they create sparks. Luckily, the gas has already exploded.
Very nice.
And you're basically opening the door to the back of a stone throne. It's a fairly high-backed seat, and you can see this undead, or dead, not undead, but dead, like desiccated shoulder of this creature wearing this feathered mask, just kind of slumped there.
Can I grab the mask?
Yeah, you take it.
Okay.
Take it off,
I'll grab
and you've got this skeletal face. You also notice the slumped figure, the desiccated corpse, is wearing studded leather armor. And you know what this creature is. It's a wight. It's actually a wight sitting in the throne. It just kind of slumps over a little bit more. It doesn't animate or come alive or anything like that. And you have a black feathered mask in your hand now, Lola.
Go in and get more. There were more masks.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there anything else in that room?
Yeah. I'm guessing you open the wall all the way up and it sparks a few more times.
Yeah.
There's another figure across from you. There's a sarcophagus on a dais.
Does this look like the room from the where the window, was?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Hey guys, I found an entrance into the room from where the window was. We don't have to break the window.
I think whoever goes in there
Cool.
initially should go in alone with that mask. If your theory's on
Yeah.
that.
Can we put the mask on Metal Sonic?
I mean,
I'll be
Yeah,
honest,
but-
I'd rather go in myself.
It would
you're
kind of
you're
fit.
assuming that they don't just
You
won't detect anything that's not alive.
Sure.
How about if we do this? How about if I give the mask? Who is that? Orion that wanted to go in?
Sure.
Okay.
Don't get too close to the
And I want to
Damn it.
cast that on him as he passes, as I hand him the mask.
Okay.
Before Orion, quickly, before you put on the mask, given
Yeah.
that it was on a white, and just to make sure it doesn't turn you into a white, we do still have that scroll of identification we got a while back that we can use on it.
Oh, that's right. We do have that.
So do you
Well-
want to?
Well, shouldn't we just test it if it's magical?
Well, yeah, but that won't tell us what it does.
Yeah, but if it's not magical at all, then we don't use the scroll. You could use it later.
If you guys give me 10 minutes, I can detect magic on it. And then if it's not magic, then we won't have to use Identify.
Sure.
Yeah, I think that's a better idea.
The quickest way would be to see if we can damage it with a non-magical blade, wouldn't it? Because you can't damage things with magical items with non-magical.
It might not have to be
item.
magical, though. It might work without being magic. Like, this thing looking around may recognize this type of mask. And I say the best way to do that is to put it on and go in. Which I am
Yeah,
totally
but
fine
he's
with.
afraid there's a curse that you turn into a right.
How about this? I'll detect magic on it. If it is not magical, I'll put it on. Fair?
Why do you
Yeah.
know detect magic as a ritual?
I am one with nature.
He's a one level druid.
Oh, that's pretty good looking armor.
If you click that picture, you can actually save it, and then you can just upload it straight to your character sheet later when you inevitably turn into the white.
Then you turn into the white. Okay.
Thanks for the warning.
We chilling for 10 minutes?
If everybody will let me, I'll sit down on the stairs and ritually cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
Sure. We'll get more soaked. It's
I'm
fine.
gonna put mending on Metal Sonic then, while that's happening.
Alright. You guys spend 10 minutes, and nothing happens during that time. 10 minutes goes by. You can still not even really smell that gas. It doesn't smell like that gas is going to build up anytime soon. And Detect Magic goes up. So, the mask does not detect as magic. The white doesn't let off magic, neither does the throne. No magic, only from what magic items people are carrying.
Then I will fearlessly put on the mask.
Okay, it's made of paper mache, and it's got like this grisly looking leather strap. You're pretty sure it's made from human flesh. And you can put it on your face. You look like you're going to a fancy ball or something like that. A masquerade ball.
Is there room for me to climb over this white without touching it?
Yeah, you could do that. You could like climb up on the back of the throne, put your leg on the armrest, and then leap over it.
I'll do that.
Alright, you do that, and poof, you plant your feet on the ground here in this tomb. So, a couple of things happen. Do you need that white hand out again?
Oh.
No, I'm just joking. Alright, so, alright, you detect some magic now. It's coming from the desk. It's letting off an aura. You can see it almost. If you use your action, you can focus in on it, which I'm guessing you want to do. It's Divination Magic, which is hard to explain why it's divination. Divination's usually like scrying and things like that. There are eyes. As Millhouse pointed out, the pupils in the eyes are moving on this disc. This sarcophagus radiates abjuration magic, and all of a sudden, another one of these buttons just pop up out of the ground. None of
Don't
the whites
push the
react
button.
to your presence.
Is the type of magic on the sarcophagus again? Sorry.
It's abjuration, protection
Gotcha.
magic.
Got it. Then I will, moving slowly, I'll go over here to this white.
Okay.
And I'll carefully take off its mask.
You notice as this disc has these eyes frantically looking around, but the eyes don't seem to see you, Orion.
Fantastic.
You slip off the next mask, and now you have a spare one.
Alright, well, I'm planning to make my way around the room and gather these masks. So I'll move to the next one.
Alright, you move very close. These are these two grizzly bears. It actually kind of looks like you, Orion, slightly. And they're holding up this disc. Bam, the corpse, you think it's about to move, but it just kind of slumps over in the throne a little bit more and slumps down. Just from you kind of taking the mask off and disturbing it. As you move by this disc, you're like right in front of it. Eyes are moving around everywhere, 10 of them in all different directions. Almost like eyes of a beholder. They don't see you.
Keep moving.
Good job, Orion.
This is terrifying. I'll take the next one.
Alright. Take another one. You've got 3 spare black masquerade masks. Another one. You go to the final throne and take the final mask.
If I move here and look at the window, does the window seem magical?
No. It's a fairly dim light here as well, so you're kind of hard to see on the other side, but there's no magic. Detect magic outwards in 30 feet.
Did he detect magic on that skull button?
No. There's no magic. It just kind of popped up out of the ground.
Then whatever that thing is operating is mechanical in nature. Should we go ahead and push it?
We've already pushed one. What's the second one?
Well, how about this? Last question. Weird question. Can I see on the sarcophagus the extent of the abjuration magic? Does this circle
It's
included
very
in
powerful. Yeah, it's very, very powerful. It's just the actual sarcophagus itself.
Okay.
So when you take a look at the sarcophagus, it is inscribed. Remember, this is the tomb of the 9 gods, and this sarcophagus is inscribed with the image of a Zorbo.
I never thought about it this way. Is the Zorbo trickster god here? Like, it's the tomb of the 9 gods. Did the gods die?
If they
Didn't
died, they
they?
weren't gods.
What was that, Mihas?
If they died, they probably weren't gods, were they?
I mean, that's fair.
No, the gods in D&D die. Like, most of them have died, actually. Especially during the spell plague and whatnot. The sundering.
Right.
I'll
So
move
maybe
back.
you get us the masks and we can get in.
How about this? I'll pass the maths back out for you, but I want to step on the skull before you guys come in, if that makes sense.
Please.
Sure.
So I'll pass them all the masks out to the party, and then I'll hop on the skull.
Okay, there's 6 in total, enough for everyone. You step on it, and it sinks into the ground and then pops back out, and it turns green, and you hear this sound.
Any changes
Okay.
in the magical aura in here?
No
I
magic.
put on a mask and try to get past them, right?
Faint illusion magic when it glows green.
Okay.
Alright, when you put the mask on, you can don it and not be seen.
Is it possible to climb past them, right?
Yeah, you can climb over.
Ooh.
You can get over there.
So maybe don't touch that sarcophagus over there, because it might, explode or something. But I think we're safe from this divination effect over here, as long as we have these masks on. I don't know what else there is to gain from this chamber, but I think the skulls are a good thing. Or
Maybe
at
we
least
should check.
You
Can
saying that
be
just because
triggered.
they turn green?
yes, green
Maybe
is good.
maybe we should ask our resident secret door finder to check all the black walls behind the right.
That's actually a really good idea.
Behind the masks?
No, behind the right. Also, where every right is sitting on a throne, isn't it? You said something
Yeah,
about
they're
the
all
throne.
slumped over on these thrones.
Yeah.
So I guess we all have masks
So
then. Okay.
he
Yeah.
gave us 6 masks. We even have one for metal. So
Yeah,
You can
that's his
attach
mask,
one to Metal Sonic. There's enough. One each.
Can I check behind one of the thrones to see if there's another secret door?
You can make a perception check, Orion, to take a look around.
I want to check the window if anything happened on the other side. We can see.
yeah, it was. I am standing guard to see if this
You
fiend has done anything.
You can see clearly, and everything's the same. Your grappling hook's still here. Nothing's changed. Orion,
Oh.
when you take a look around the room, particularly with Millhouse's bright light illuminating everything, you see all these eyes still looking at everyone but not seeing anyone. And then you notice something about this section of the wall behind that particular throne.
I'll point it out.
There's
Guys, there's something behind that white over there.
something.
Maybe another one of these?
Which one?
Yeah, I'm
This
still
one.
running detect forts. So can I try to detect the forts of one of these rights?
Yeah.
I'll do so. DC 13.
The white's going to make a wisdom save.
Is the white very wise? No, it isn't.
Come on, take the mask off. Come on, this is boring. Come on.
So
Come on, drop
Millhouse,
that
do you take the mask off?
That's the best thing ever.
say, are they aware of a attempt at detecting their forts or a failed attempt?
Yeah, I think they know. They can feel someone poking around in their mind.
So I'm gonna not do it on the sarcophagus.
I'll trip over or something.
I can't do it anyway. So I
So,
think the thing.
ceiling in this room is 12 foot high, and what you've noticed is something kind of near the ceiling of that alcove, Orion. There's moss covering everything, but it looks like a relief carving. Yeah, there are relief carvings everywhere as well, all over the walls on this level. You see them kind of faded, mostly skulls and things like that. Just a bit of a fiendish overtone. Screaming skulls, rotten tree roots and dead vines everywhere. Very ominous everywhere you go. The level, like this level, seems to all have the same sort of architecture and theme. Everything looks kind of rotten.
So hear me out, guys. We got into the chamber from this secret door by going into the sewers. There was a northern sewer path that I'm guessing might end up here as well, but we only diffused the trap by going into the sewers. How do you guys feel about taking the northern route? Maybe
Well,
finding another one of these skulls and opening the secret door that way.
Northern sewer part went east, of north and east.
Maybe
And this is north and west.
well, maybe it curves around. I mean, it's worth a
Yeah,
look-see,
yeah.
right? See if it's symmetrical.
Sure.
Yeah, it's true.
We should at least have a look at that thing while we're here before we go all the way around.
I'm just afraid that there's another one of those, like, spark traps that'll ignite on the other side, and then it might damage a white, and then, they'll attack us.
You don't have to open it. Just have a look.
Who is pinging that sarcophagus? I swear to God, do not mess with that.
They're getting pretty close.
Garrick, do you want to mess with the sarcophagus?
I want to.
Please don't.
There is powerful abjuration magic. If you want to, we can all leave and look at you through the glass.
Well, here's a thought too.
Fine.
If there's a god in that sarcophagus, shouldn't there be 9 more or 8 more of these little tombs or little areas in sarcophagi?
Yeah.
Yeah, and don't you think if the 9 gods, they're pretty pissed off at that one dude who killed them all?
But they're
Yeah.
dead. They can't do anything.
They can
They
come back to
got-
life, maybe.
Nothing can come back to life. And when their souls have been eaten by the soulmonger,
I don't know. I say and push at the.
jeez, let us leave first.
Alright, if you
and then
want
you
to...
can do it.
Yeah, maybe everyone wants to leave first.
I would like. There's a powerful abjuration. I would like to move.
You want to before I do this, you want to try the secret door first, or?
Yes, I would. I would
Yeah,
like to do
let's-
that.
Yeah, okay.
Let's
Try
try
the
that door.
try the secret door. I'm going to this side of the wall.
When everyone does one thing, everyone runs away.
Yeah, seems smart.
All right, what's up with the secret door?
Alright, so, well, you don't even notice what Orion's talking about, Lallard.
Oh, that's right. That's you all on you, Ryan.
Yeah, you
Orion.
don't even see a secret door.
I'll try to find a way to activate it
So, yeah,
over the
there's
body of this
something
white.
about, the walls are decorated with screaming skulls kind of here and there. You don't really notice them unless you're looking carefully because everything's so overgrown. But near the ceiling, which is 12 foot high, you can climb up and it's like a lever that you can pull down. And a small chain extends out from the lever made of stone. When you pull it down, you hear a click and this wall to the north just kind of opens slightly, and the doors seem to be set on like stone rollers that you kind of slide across.
Are there similar flint and steel to the other one?
No,
Can I see that?
there's no sparks
Then-
flying.
Then I'll be reckless and open the door.
Alright, you slide it across and it fits very flush with the wall. It's actually pretty easy to open. It's like the hinges are well oiled, which is surprising. And it just slides straight across, flush into the wall, and you've got a passageway here.
Guys, this
Very
is not the
surprised
sewer.
nothing
There's a-
happened. I yell, "Did you do
Oh.
it?"
Yeah, but it's not a sewer. It looks like an actual passageway.
Okay. You're sure you did it, right?
It's open. Come take a look.
Okay.
You've got a narrow corridor with an 8-foot high ceiling, 5 feet wide, and it seems to lead to a room and up to another corridor.
I'll try to get over the white here.
You guys want to check that out when
Yeah.
while I check this sarcophagus?
Yeah.
Yeah, wait for it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, you guys wait for Garrick.
Get some move.
Garrick, if you want to lift the lid off of the sarcophagus.
Oh, we want
No,
to
no,
get
no,
into
I
the corridor
wait-
before
yeah,
he-
wait.
he does that.
I wait for them to get into the corridor before I do it.
Okay. Alright, suddenly, alright, everyone just, stop there. Garrick,
Yep.
make a athletics check to try and lift the lid off first. It's heavy.
And that's athletics.
And prepare your new character.
You lift the lid, and something also happens to Orion. Let's take a 10-minute break. We'll find out everything when we get back.
Oh,
Fantastic.
this is not good. Okay.
I killed Orion.
You killed Orion.
See you guys soon.
Great. Yeah.
See you soon.
Oh,
Be right back.
Oh, wait a minute. There's a warding bond. He killed me.
I'm back.
Okay.
If it's a dead god, what killed it? Ubtail?
Another god.
Maybe.
Maybe
Has to
whatever
be-
is, has the eyes. Maybe that's what's killed it, and it's still watching.
What wasn't there a story about the nine gods? They stopped worshipping the nine gods and worshipped one other god or something like that.
They stopped worshiping Ubtail and started worshiping the nine gods.
Oh, okay. Oh.
So do you think Uptail may have come back and killed the nine gods?
Yeah. And then maybe Asarak moved into their tomb. This is because
What-
this is
what-
his.
What
dungeon,
made the
right?
what made the city? Yeah, this is the tomb of the nine gods, isn't it?
It is. It's the tomb of the nine gods, but Asarak has
So
a
it-
warning on it.
Yeah, but he just moved in.
So maybe Azarak is Obayath or the whatchamacallit.
Ubtail?
Yeah, Uptail.
Oof. I don't know about that.
Oof.
Is
Oh,
Asarak is pretending to be, or is Ubtail the creator of Chult?
Yeah.
that's
And this
scary.
This is how he's got back at the nine gods, and now he's trying to get back at everyone.
Honestly, I can't
Yeah,
think
but
of something more
what-
terrifying.
What made Omu? Oh no, yeah, the city's named Omu, so right?
Omu, yeah, we're in Omu.
I'm very bad with names. What did made the city go under?
Well, from what we understand, they they worshipped Ubteo so much that he turned his back on them. So they started worshipping the 9 gods as a replacement, but they weren't enough, and we don't know what happened. But I mean, we're pretty sure it has something to do with the gods they worshipped.
Maybe they killed each other, like the stories.
Yeah, maybe at the end of this is the one trickster god that lived or something.
Well, wouldn't that be the snail god or whatever that god is named?
Oh, yeah.
Isn't he the one that came out and did his shining thing and kind of got pissed at everybody?
Yeah, he was the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were like, we needed all the cubes to get in here, so it should be the tomb of all 9 of them, right? So what happened to the last one?
So maybe that's whose eyes are watching us, is the snail god, because doesn't he have like 4 or 5 eyes? Or tentacles, or whatever they are?
That makes sense.
He has pods, but they're not tentacles. I think they.
Oh, okay. So they're like
if you go after the creature it's based on, they like attack. He hits people with them.
Alrighty, guys.
Oh, I see. They're kind of like a mace pseudopod type thing.
Yeah.
So, Garrick.
Yeah.
You managed to lift the lid of the sarcophagus, and all of
Yeah.
a sudden, something happens to Orion. Orion, when you step forward, you find yourself in a 12-foot high, 15-foot wide hallway, corridors branching north, east, and south. To the left of you, there is a rusting statue of a knight. He's standing at the west end of the hall, and in his hand he grips a large iron shield. There are many, many shards and flakes of rusted metal covering the floor around the statue's feet. And you start to feel a pull, a tug, an invisible force drawing you to the west. Make an athletics check to resist. You can feel yourself being tugged towards it. And, you're quite strong and you just dig your feet into the ground and you don't move. Meanwhile, Garrick, you've opened up the sarcophagus.
Mm-hmm.
Inside, you can just see some remains. It's like a dusty pile of bones. And they're of the shape of a zorbo, kind of like a bear's bones, just sitting there, dust and whatnot. And then resting on top of the pile is a ring of protection. It's a beautiful ring.
Through these like wet bread, hot bread. I'm using a divine sense.
Okay. You use divine sense and there is this just overbearing feeling, like you become sick in your gut. There is the presence of the whites all around you, and then a sense of desecration somewhat from the tomb, and it makes you feel quite bad, but that's about it. You only sense undead from the whites. No.
Okay.
Nothing in there. So the ring has this very nice looking dull grey band, and the keystone is shaped like a shield. It's gilded and it's set with dozens of tiny little blue sapphires.
I call out to the rest of the people. Anyone need any protection?
I do.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
Everybody does.
everyone
That's
does.
useful for literally everybody.
Well, here is a ring of protection here.
Well, can you bring it to us?
It's
I kind of.
taking you some measure of effort to stand where you are as well, Orion. You're constantly being tugged on towards this direction.
I'll move back. Does the feeling fade when I step back into the hallway?
No.
Oh, it's still tugging at me. Okay, then I'll keep moving and say, guys, there's like a tugging, a magical pull up there. Be careful. Garrick,
It's not as bad there.
Garrick, if you don't grab the thing, I will. I'll just.
Okay, you take it. Robbing a grave is kind of might be a bad thing.
Okay.
I prayed to the God who was here and asked him for guidance.
I'll try to squeeze
Okay.
past everybody and move up.
You don't receive any response, Garrick. You pray to
Okay.
the trickster god, who would be Overlucker, the Zorbo.
Oh, isn't that he evil? Or is he good?
That's a bit of a manner of interpretation, I guess. I'll show you that
Okay.
legend of the Nine Gods again, though.
Does the abjuration effect, has it faded since the casket got opened?
No. The lid and the sarcophagus are emanating magic, and your detect magic also pretty much goes down now to Orion.
Okay.
Zorbo sounds chaotic.
Mm,
I
he does.
will grab the ring of protection.
As you touch the ring, the dust in the sarcophagus swirls around into the shape of a small, feral, bear-like creature. And it billows towards you with a ghostly roar and goes inside of you. You feel the spirit of Overlucker attempting to possess you, Orion. And you hear this voice. Let me in, let me in, let me in. Let me in, let me in. So what do? Do you let it in? Or do you try to resist?
I'll let it in.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Right, so you guys see all this dust just kind of swirl around, and it goes into Orion's mouth, and then he kind of just steps back.
Are
a
you
little bit,
alright,
the
Orion?
dust is gone.
Are you alright?
Ryan?
You feel okay, Orion, and you're attuned to this ring of protection now. You've got it on your finger. You don't even remember putting it on. It's just on there. So
Do I
yours.
feel different?
Yes, you do. Let me have to actually reload my page because Roll20 likes to mess up. So I can open things. All right, so yeah, you can hear Overlucker's voice in your mind. Firstly. Oh, that's much better. That's much better. I was worried for a moment you weren't going to let me in. Thank you. I feel kind of safe in here. You're going to just be A-okay, right? You're not one of those risk taker types, are you?
You jumped in the wrong body for that.
You actually kind of don't feel like a risk taker, Orion. You've changed. I'm going to give you a handout that only you can see. and I'll explain a couple of things about it without revealing anything to the party that they should know. So, you're possessed by Ubalaka, the Zorbo, who's nervous and obsessive. While inhabited by Ubalaka, you gain a new floor, which is written there. You can try to roleplay that floor. If you do a good job, if you adhere to the floor, then you'll get DM inspiration. It overrides your current floor and supersedes any conflicting personality traits. And you also gain a special power, which you can see there.
Okay. Got it. Am I still myself? Can I still...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you have complete control over yourself, but you hear Oberlocker's voice in your mind. So, thanks for getting me out of there. I would very much like to just stand in the corner now. Is that okay? If we just stand in the corner with our back to the wall?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we have a bunch of people here. They can go first.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Let's not even let them go first. Let's just stay here forever. Think about it. If we never go outside, then there's no chance of ever dying again.
Well, there is undead in here, so we might want to get away from them, right?
Oh yes, what if they come alive? Alright. Just surround yourselves with meat shields. That's what I'll do.
Good idea.
What? Is he talking inside his own mind, or is he talking aloud?
He's talking aloud, but he's hearing the voice in his mind.
What are you talking?
Guys, there's there's a Zorbo in me now. We're gonna be here and be safe.
Yes.
Yeah, and I have a ring now, which is cool. It'll help protect me. But maybe in the future, the sarcophagus, if we find any more, don't open them. Might explode. It's dangerous.
Yes. Especially not Imogen's tomb.
Yeah.
Do you want to go in front again?
I need to protect this god. So I think I'll be back here.
Man,
Follow you guys though.
You know what? Ragnar was right, Orion. You are a little fucking bitch.
I would like to rage and attack Milhouse.
Do that. You're gonna get stand in your corner.
Don't worry, Orion. Just ignore his words. I've got you.
Yeah.
And you got me, and we'll be together forever. My own little Orion.
Okay.
Okay. So you said something about a pool?
Yeah, it pulled me to the side, so you gotta be strong and not let it pull you, I guess. You can test it out.
Well,
Maybe we could use a rope, like we did last time.
And tie it around you, Orion. Since you're already there, it may not pull you again.
Well, I'll hold onto the rope. Help you guys go first.
Sure.
So
I'll tie up a rope around myself. I think I have one.
Okay. Make a intelligence sleight of hand check to secure a rope around yourself. Is it a hemp rope or a silk rope?
It's from my Explorer spec, so I think an hemp rope.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your 0 modifier intelligence. Is it +0?
It's also 0. Oh, I thought as you said sleight of hand. So.
Yeah, the base sleight of hand check is dexterity, but tying a rope is intelligence. Okay.
Right. Well, it's in this case it's the same anyway.
Cool. All right. So you've tied a rope around yourself, and who are you handing it to?
I hand it down to the next person, and then they can give it to Orion or not.
Okay, it's a 50 foot of rope. So I'm guessing they're just giving you slack as you're moving.
Yep.
Okay. So Lollard's got the rope.
Okay, I'm trying to brace myself as best as possible.
Okay. When you move forward, Torrin, you start to feel a slight pull. Almost like a magnetic pull. And now you really start to feel it. Make an athletics check, Torrin, to try and resist. You're just fine. You don't get any resistance from the rope, Lollard. Torrin's just standing there and you can easily resist it.
I feel a pull though. Yeah, I feel it. I don't see anything though.
Is it a magical type pull, or what do you feel?
Yeah, it's magical. I don't see anything that's actually pulling me, so it's probably magical, right?
It's like it feels magnetic, unseen force. All of a sudden, a stone skull button rises up from the floor in the middle of the hall.
There's a skull. I'm not sure if I can see it though.
How far away are you from it?
Oh, you actually can't. You just hear it.
Nope, I don't see any. Where's the guy with the light?
Oh, I'm behind you. I'm holding the rope.
He's holding the rope.
Right.
Maybe I should come over and hold the rope, and he can come with the light to shine.
That will be a good plan.
Okay. All right. So I guess I'm moving up.
Yeah, I'll try to hold the rope for both of them. I hope you keep holding the rope while you go and move up.
Ryan, for adhering to your floor, I know it's just killing you at the moment. You have DM inspiration.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Alright, Lollard, you start to feel a bit of a tug, a bit of a magnetic pull coming from the statue. It's resistible where you are, but you know.
But I feel like if I go any further, it's going to be like stronger.
Yep,
okay. All right.
exactly.
So I'll stay right where I'm at the moment, since I can see the skull. And I guess should someone go push the skull and see if it turns green?
Yeah. Shall I do that?
I give a little more rope.
I take that as a yes.
Now you go and jump on it.
Yeah.
You stomp on it, it sinks into the ground, and then it pops back up. And it's green now.
Does anything change? Like the pool or something?
No. Nothing's changed. You're easily fighting this tugging sensation, Torrin. It really kind of doesn't even bother you at all.
What is this right here?
That's a statue of a warrior or a knight in full plate.
That's making the pool.
The statue's rusted. Yeah, that's where the attraction is. It's holding a large iron shield, and there's shards and flakes of rusted metal all over the floor around the statue's feet.
So does it feel like it's my armor that's being pulled?
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels magnetic.
Right.
Well, it sounds like you need to get naked.
Well, for now it's fine. I don't see anything else in this room, but I don't have light enough to see everything. I could go across, maybe. Shall I do that?
There's a corridor here, north, corridor east.
Anyone still there?
Yes.
Oh yeah, we're still here.
To go through?
Well, you have 50 feet, so I guess you can get to, up in that area.
You guys get 920 experience points for the whites as well, by the way.
Oh. We didn't fight them. We tricked them.
Yeah,
So
you
we
So
get
I-
the experience.
overcame that encounter.
I see something here, but it's quite dark.
It's a fountain. Bubbling away.
Ah, it's a fountain here. I found a fountain.
Do you see anything dangerous? Anything trying to kill you?
No, but I cannot see much anyway.
Orion, what do you mean it's a fountain? What if we went in there and slipped over and then our arms stopped working and we drowned?
Yeah, but we have water. We need water to live, right?
But yeah, we could drink our way out, but that's not a risk I would be willing to take. I don't know how much you could drink. I wouldn't
No,
want
it's
to
okay.
lose you, my Orion. Orion?
We'll
Right,
okay.
you're thirsty? Is that what you're saying?
Orion?
We'll let them go first. It's okay. They'll test it, and if
Yes.
it's safe, we'll go forward.
If they slip over and drown and all their arms stop working, then perhaps, they'll be enough to create a surface. So
Exactly. Their
the
bodies
water
will
won't be
pile
deep.
up. This is perfect.
So, Orion, you're saying I have to go and drink?
yes.
You don't have to. I mean, it could be poison.
No. Yes. I mean, I don't think anyone should drink it, but if someone's going to drink it, then it should be them, not us.
Yeah, I understand.
I don't think
Oh.
that's a good idea.
Okay.
I'm going to walk back to Orion and say, hey, give me back my ring. Millhouse is right.
No, it's mine. It's protecting me. It's protecting
Nah.
us.
No, I don't want that protection ring. I want my silver ring back.
Where did my light go?
Oh, so sorry. I'm getting my
Overlocker
ring back.
also just kind of says to you, Orion,
Guys,
ring!
keep quiet! I cast light on my shield.
Okay,
To help him.
Overlocker says about the ring. Ring? What's this, Orion? You never told me that you're engaged. I thought we were soulmates.
Okay, hold up. A lot of stuff. First of all, the guy in front of us is protecting us with a spell right now.
Hmm?
So I have your ring, right, the protection ring, but I also have one of his, and he's protecting us with magic.
But what if it goes wrong?
Well, we can't piss him off then. We have to listen to him a little bit.
What if we listen to him and something happens
So
to our
you know-
eardrums and they burst because we were listening?
So you're going to
Okay.
man up and do something, or you're going to give me my ring back?
Inside,
Guys,
beneath,
what are we doing?
beneath all this, Orion
Guys?
is fuming at all the insults, but he is also completely terrified of what's going on. So, all right, I want your protection magic. Can I keep that?
No, not unless you man up.
Okay. Then I'll go after them. That's
Nah.
fair, right? They all
Nah,
just got
you
a
need to
better
go in
idea.
the lead. Yeah, you go ahead and go up there.
The lead. I mean, I'll be behind Garrett. That's fair.
We can't go on the lead, Orion.
Yeah.
That's where people die. The first person always dies. You know that.
We'll go behind Garrett, and we'll be right here. Is
That's
that okay?
good, because then we're like a sandwich. We're the delicious innards, the sweet meat.
I do like sandwiches.
Okay, guys, we got Orion to man up a little bit.
There wasn't much man there to begin with.
Alright, there's a token there for your light as well, Garrick. You can move it around. So it doesn't mess with your
Okay.
dark vision. There's no way to do kind of both at once.
Oh.
About that. Okay, standing
Okay, so
in these corridors, very close to this hall, you're feeling the magnetic pull. The light and torrent.
does it look like that plate armor is worth it
It's a
to try to
statue.
get?
It's a stone. It's made.
Oh,
of
it's a
stone.
statue.
The
Okay.
the shield is made
Alright.
of iron. It's gripping it.
Can we make the rope that's between Torin and Garrick somewhat taut so that we can kind of like use it as a guide for everyone else?
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning. Alright, so who's holding? So Torrin's holding one side and Garrick's got the other.
Yeah, I'm
Sure.
holding the water. I'm giving him more up so he can go to the water.
I step one step close to the fountain to brace myself a little more.
Alright, you can hear it bubbling away. It's very dark in here, Torrin, so you can kind of just see it's the silhouette and the water bubbling up.
I kind of ignore it.
It ignores you back.
Okay, I'm gonna make step. Holding onto the rope, I'm gonna try to step this bar and see how the tug.
Make an
Oh, wow,
athletics
that's-
check, Lollard. You feel it a lot more intensely. And without even really needing the rope, you're able to stand your own against this magnetic force.
And there's a hallway over here too, huh?
Yep. Narrow corridor, 8 feet high, 5 feet wide.
Should we check the other hallway as well, or should we just keep going where Torin's going, guys?
Go with Torin. There's more of us if we go with Torin.
Yeah, let's just check where Torin is first, and then.
Was there another hallway? I couldn't see any.
Okay, I'm gonna head up towards this way.
Okay, you get across the hall, and there's a bit of relief as soon as you enter this corridor from that tugging.
I move over into the round room now. I can see in it.
Alright, so there's a large fountain. It's crusted with moss rising out from the middle of the circular room. And there are 3 marble maidens standing in the fountain. They're holding pitchers out of which water flows. Like they're pouring the water from these jugs into the fountain, and then there's like a nice little water effect. You know, a spurt of water bubbling in the center of it.
Oh, this looks nice. Orion, does this guy inside, if you know anything about this fountain, maybe?
Obalaka, do you know anything about this area?
I don't know, but anything could kill you, really, at any time. I don't think we should just do anything. Just try not to move.
Well, we have to follow them. We're safer with, these people, right?
Slow movements, just your legs.
Okay.
Don't move your arms. If you keep your arms out, then something could cut them off. Let's just stay cautious.
Yeah, but if I'm not contributing to the group, they're not going to protect us anymore.
Okay, but we're not drinking from the fountain.
No.
We could drink and
not.
it could go in the wrong hole and we could choke to death.
Speaking of that, how did you die?
I don't want to talk about that.
Okay. All right.
Was it that bad?
I'm not dead. I'm here with you. Forever.
Oh, okay.
My precious Orion. If I could be stroking your hair right now. I'm stroking your brain.
Okay. All right, well, I'm going to make us safer. Garrett, can I have the rope? I'm going to tie it to the throne.
Okay.
I'll try to...
I'm giving you the end of the rope, but still holding the rope because I don't trust you. You're talking too much to yourself.
Yeah, I'll try to tie the rope around the throne here.
Alright. Give us a sleight of hand check with intelligence to tie a nice slip knot. Or a nice knot. A loop to put around the top of the throne. The backrest.
I'm not proficient, so here's my intelligence check.
It's a nice sturdy knot. Just gonna hold.
Give Garrett the thumbs up.
Okay, I'm gonna try this. I test the rope before I move further.
It's taut. Lollard's holding one side and Orion's got the other. You're holding onto it.
Right here. Then I'm moving over. Probably we're gonna
When you
need
get into that hole, you're tugged on. Make an athletics check.
Yep. Okay.
You grab onto the rope, and you actually your legs lift off the ground, and you're not strong enough to hold onto the rope, Garrick, and you get flung at the statue. You fly through the air and slam into it.
Can I turn in mid-air and interpose my shield between me and the statue?
You try your best to reduce the damage. You slam into it. Either way, you get flung. You take 1 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
And
ouch. Did I manage to get the
metal
shield?
armor?
I'm having a shield and metal armor, yes.
Alright,
I
your
think
shield, your metal armor.
Splint mail is metal armor, isn't
Yeah. It your shield hits the statue, your armor slams into the statue, and it immediately turns into rust and crumbles away. And your longsword, gone. It also hits the statue. Basically, everything that's not in your backpack is.
But my longsword is at my hip, in its scabbard. Oh, okay.
The scabbard, it flies off of your belt and slams into the statue. Even your backpack forces you into the statue. It almost causes metal objects to tear through the backpack. You lose your armor, your shield, and your longsword. It disintegrates.
I still have the flame tongue.
The flame tongue disintegrated. It is instantly disintegrated.
Oh no!
Being a magic item doesn't help it at all.
Oh, whoa! This is not good.
Well then.
It's made of metal and it instantly corrodes. Welcome to the Tomb of the 9 Gods.
Then I would have my other sword in the backpack. I don't think I would go around with 2 swords at my hip.
You're not a witcher.
Your other sword. Your other sword is okay. It's protected from your pack's leather. But anything you're holding or carrying or wearing is gone. So your armor, your shield, and your sword are disintegrated. Things in your backpack are okay.
Okay, we need to go back to the Red Wizards. I need a new sword and a new armor.
I'd offer you my armor, but I can't. I gotta.
What about the armor on the whites? Can you use that?
Yeah, but then I have to kill them first.
Are you free to move now that you don't have armor on or anything metal on you?
Yeah, the compulsion is much less. You've probably got some metal things in your backpack that are getting tugged at. The leather is kind of protecting them from getting rusted. However, the backpack, you're not strong enough to pull it off of the statue. It's stuck like a magnet.
Well, that probably means that we can go across because we'll just land into him, right?
Well,
oh no, I move away. I'm not standing there.
There's no way we're getting Metal Sonic across this thing.
Nope.
And those of you that, Lollard, as you witness this, you just saw Garrick fly across the room, hit the shield, and then it just kind of his armor and that just showered the floor with powdered rust, contributing to this pile that's already here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that all rust that's all along that area? I guess.
Shards and flakes of rusted metal. There's even more.
Okay. Now. Well, how about I'll yell over to Lollard. All right, Lollard, I'll untie the rope from the throne so that we can throw the rope to him, and then you pull him out?
I think he can get out on his own.
He can, but he can't take the backpack. He's not strong enough to take the backpack off the shield. It's stuck.
Yeah,
so if we want all his stuff, you have to pull him out.
Well, I don't think he's going to even be able to get his stuff if it's metal. So he can get out because he's in his undies right now.
So he's just let go of all the stuff in his backpack.
I need that sword in the backpack.
Yeah, that sword's in the backpack, but it's not going to be budged off of that, whatever
Hey,
it is.
Can you teleport?
Can I?
Alright.
No.
Judging from the
Ken.
magnetic force, someone like, Torin, who made it a good athletics check, feel like you could probably pull it off.
Does Torin want to take the chance of doing it? I mean, or maybe he should strip down if he's going to take the chance of doing it, because he may lose his armor.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure how much we have to do over here, but maybe we should first get to here and not get the rope loose
I have an
before
idea.
we've done that.
So basically, Torin needs to investigate that fountain on his own, sort of? Or is that what you're saying?
I don't like that.
Or Garrick needs to head up to that area since he's more or less in his undies and try to see what's
Well,
there?
Let me try something.
The
I have an
people
idea.
on the other side, they can leave their metal in the room with the tomb,
We have a bag of holding.
and then you guys can just cross with the rope and we can investigate first, and then when we get back we try to pick up Garrick.
That's an idea.
Garrick-
Well, the bag-
Gary is pissed off. He moved down the hallway because the shield his mother made is destroyed.
Can
you put all that metal in the bag of holding, and will the bag of holding be attracted to that thing? Do you guys think?
It's the
Because
little
it's-
pocket dimension thing.
Yeah, it's a pocket dimension, so it's not really here.
Worth a try.
Yeah, I think that would work.
Can I try to trick Obalaka, Seb?
You have a new floor now that overrides any conflicting personality traits.
So that means you
That's fair.
don't want.
So I don't want to do that. So I'll say we have to take off our metal, or else we'll be dragged into that statue. You good with that?
Obalaka says, "Why? Where are
Because
we
then
going?"
we'll lose all our armor, and we have to follow our friends over here so they'll protect us.
I come back and say you can go out the other way. It seems that the hallway leads back to the stairways.
To what stairways?
The one from the entrance, I think.
Oh, I get you. Okay.
Obalaka says, "But
So we don't need to go over there except to see what the water is about. I don't know. You're gonna drink the water anyway, or?
oh, good. See that? We don't need to go over there. Excellent. So that's sorted."
Okay. All right, we'll stay here.
And I have to remove my armor.
There still has to be something in that fountain room.
Yeah, I guess so too. Can I have a look around?
The only the only thing of note in this room is the fountain. So it's bubbling water, like 3 maidens pouring from these large urns, filling the fountain, and the fountain bubbling up. The room itself is kind of dome shaped with a 12-foot high ceiling, and there are these grinning skulls on the walls here and there, but they're everywhere. Not really anything to note except for the fountain.
Well, it's only one thing to do: drink the water.
You sure that's a good idea?
Are you crazy?
Well, that fountain's there for some reason. I mean, the only thing there is the water.
Well, we have to find out anyway.
I don't think it's a good idea, but it's up to you.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a good idea, but there has to be something with that water. I mean, or the fountain itself.
Do the maidens look
They Yeah, they're smiling.
What was any warnings? Let's see. Speak no truth to the doomed child. We haven't met the child. The keys turn on the inside only. In the dark, it hides. Doom the mask or be seen. That was the tomb. So enemies opposed. That was the keys. One stand between them. That was also the keys. Nothing about water.
Well,
Right.
Are there any pictures of childs on that fountain or something?
There's 3 maidens. Just they kind of have their eyes turned downwards, focusing on pouring these massive jugs into the water. There's water bubbling up.
If nothing else, we found us a water source too, because we're going to need water eventually.
Yeah.
Lorraine had create water, didn't he?
Well, yeah, we can create water, but I mean,
Nim's
that
in a
takes a
wall.
spell slot.
And Nim's in a wall at the moment.
And if this is fresh water, that means that, we can at least replenish our little jugs for the time being, if nothing else.
Does the water look clean and all?
Yeah. So,
Shall I just try it, guys? Just a little.
yeah, you can take a sip. Garrick, your skin is like kind of rock at the moment, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, that's why I just wanted to see what my armor class is without.
So you guys, despite Garrick not having armor, you notice his skin is kind of like stone. It kind of looks pretty tough, even without the armor. Alright, Torrin, you step forward and you take a nice sip.
Yep.
And roll me 2d10.
Oh, that's almost poison you got. Oh,
12. You gain 12 temporary hit points.
Ah, nice. Hey guys, I think everyone should come drink the water.
Why? Is it poison?
Oh no, you get hit points. You get
What's the hit points?
you get strength.
I take another sip, just to see if I get any more.
You take another sip. Roll me 2d10.
Oh dear.
You gain 5 temporary hit points. You can either choose the 5 or the 12. What do you choose?
Oh, I choose 12.
is that a trick question?
That's how they work. You can choose one or the other. No, so yeah, you feel like a nice little boost.
Right, so I could just drink a lot of water and then eventually we'll roll a 20, right?
In theory, yeah.
Well, what are the
Just
odds?
kidding.
Let me see how long it would take.
What are the odds?
The odds are about 1 in 20.
I'm doing math to see how long.
It's 1 in 20. What do you mean?
Well,
Well, how
let's
many
see
rolls
if
it would
works,
take
too.
until you would get
I'm
think it's
gonna
100.
guaranteed.
drop
I think
the
it's a
rope
little bit
and then-
different than a 1d20. I think it's because it's got to get 2 of the same number.
Because you can't get one.
Yeah, odds are a little bit different.
It's 1 in 100.
Alright, that rope is getting extended to... Wait, I think Garrick...
No.
Orion's got the rope. 50 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's at its max tautness.
Okay.
Can I fill up something and let's see what I have to bring some water for the other people? I have 2 water skins, so I can fill up one
Yep, you can
with this
get
water
2
and then
water
still have
skins.
one.
I have a water skin, and I'm going to fill that up too as well.
Okay, call it magic water. So you've got 1 dose. Lollard and Torrin, you've got 2. Call it magic
Oh, I
water.
got a bucket, man. Seriously, I got a bucket.
Okay.
Okay,
You can
I'm
fill
getting
up
a bucket of water.
Alright, you probably spill a bit when you're walking around, but as long as you hold it upright, it'll retain water.
All right.
Call it a
Okay, guys.
bucket of magic water.
Did anybody else drink of the water?
I'd like some. Can you bring some to me?
Yeah.
You could choke her, right?
I'm gonna hold on to the rope and try to make my way back across.
Alright. You'll need to give us an athletics check, Lollard.
Yeah, I kind of figured that was gonna be the
You're
case.
in metal armor, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't too bad last time.
I tried to tug my backpack away from the.
You still don't have enough strength, Garrick. Your arms are weak, expended of energy. Lollard, you almost feel yourself get lifted off the ground this time when you cross, but you kind of slowly, like your feet are planted to the ground firmly, march your way back.
But wait, I was holding the rope, right?
Oh yes.
Yeah, just.
But yeah, you managed to get across.
All right, with a bucket of water. And I go, hey guys, want a drink?
I won't drown, will I?
Well, you won't drown, Oren.
Garrick, you might have to ask
It's
someone else
dark
to
again.
ask someone else to get your backpack. Because your arms, no energy left.
Take a drink from the bucket.
You take a drink from the bucket, and something happens. You don't gain temporary hit points. You can't speak.
That's an improvement, honestly.
You lose the ability to speak. You try to speak and no words come out. You can kind of mime with your mouth, but not even a puff of air comes out of your mouth.
Cut your tongue, Orion.
All right. This tomb is not being kind to Orion.
So
what do you mean, Orion? You've got me.
I mime confusion.
I'll use detect thoughts on Orion to see why he's just not speaking.
Alright. Use detect thoughts and
You
Orion
can test it.
can think stuff and you'll be able to hear it in your mind.
Does he hear
So-
Obalaka?
No.
Okay. You hear me talking to somebody then?
Well, I can detect your surface thoughts. I don't think it's like message or telepathy exactly.
Okay. Then I'm scared.
Check.
You can relay that you're not able to speak. I guess you guys would see Orion speaking, like moving his mouth and no words come out.
Yeah. Alright, so I can use a bonus action to send him a message.
Shall I come back, guys?
Yeah, and on the way you can get my backpack.
Well, I'm going through the hallway first, and then maybe leave some metal stuff behind to do that.
what if I strip down and try to get his backpack?
Before you go past the figurine, you should maybe take
Yeah,
a
I'll
cloak
put
or
away.
something.
I'll
Put away
put
your
away
armor.
my longsword and mace and dagger. Maybe, yeah. Well, I think the other things won't stick. Won't work, right? I'll put those the longsword and the dagger in my
You get
and the mace in my backpack.
Okay.
Before I go.
You got it in the backpack. Backpacks, for you guys are huge, like one of them big like backpacking backpacks, with all your gear in it, and a longsword can fit inside of it, so it's all protected by the leather. It don't seem like the direct contact seemed to rust.
take off your armor and put your cloak around it. It's gonna take some time, but it's better than a destroyed armor. You don't have stone skin.
Just a thought. How about if I take off my armor since I'm on this side, and that way he can make his way across once, and then I can go over there and get your sword since I'm on this side, and just come back and get my armor on.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
if he has taken off his armor anyway to get past, to not destroy it, he can then put the armor down here or farther into the hallway and go back while he still has no armor. He has to take it off to get past anyway.
Well, as long as he's willing to take the risk of him getting across, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he can't live forever by the water. Especially since it's kind of random what he gets, it looks like, because my good friend isn't talking anymore! And that's so nice!
Might have two separate reasons, but we're not sure about that. Anyway,
Alright, so you
Yeah,
put
I'm-
as much as
I will.
metal stuff as you can fit in the backpack. You know, shield's not going to fit.
Yeah.
Armor's not going to fit,
No.
but everything else will.
Yeah,
I give him.
I will keep all my armor and my shield and I will a crossbow. Is that made of metal enough
There's
try
metal
to fit that
components. Yeah, all the hinges.
Okay, so can I fit that in the backpack as well?
Yeah, you can fit it in.
Okay. Well, then I'll go across.
Alrighty. When you walk across Torren, you need to make an athletics check. You manage to march just fine in that hole. You resist that tug pretty damn well. And Garrick's backpack's there.
Yeah. Then I have to get closer, right?
Yeah.
Does it feel like it will change how strong the pull is?
You're not really sure. You'd have to get
And I'll
closer to
first
find
go
out.
across and put my backpack down there and my shield and get rid of my armor and then go back for it.
Okay. You go back for it, and when you get closer to the statue, so you've got like what, no metal on you now?
Yeah.
You're taking your armor off? What armor is it?
It's chainmail.
Alright, it takes about 10 minutes to take off. I think it's 5 minutes if someone helps you. It's a little bit of a process. So you take it off, and you know you've got no metal on you now at all, so you can just walk around freely.
Okay. I'll go and try to grab the backpack.
You can grab it. You'll need an athletics check to try and pull it away. And you managed to pull it away just fine. You can get it away now.
Here you go, Gary. I'll take it with me and give it to him when we're away from the thing.
Okay. You can put
And then
your
I'll
armor
start-
back on and whatnot. You put your armor on, someone helps you, and it takes another 5 minutes. And there you guys are. You've made it across.
Okay, let's get back
And,
through the. Through the
Orion
water
can,
tunnel.
you know, have Millhouse kind of translate things with that detect thoughts if you guys want.
By the way, does everybody in the tomb room have a mask on?
Yeah, I presume you put
Yes.
it back
Yeah.
on when you come back
Stuff our
through. Yeah.
masks. Those masks weren't made of metal.
No, paper mache. Feathers.
So, what it could be with the water is that you have to drink it directly from the source. And if you do not, then it could be bad for you. Or it could be because there's something inside Orion. But I don't really want to try it, you know?
Same here. I think I'm just gonna kind of empty out my water skin and my bucket of water, I guess.
You're gonna fill your
Warding
water
bond
skin
is
with.
still active as well for you guys. You didn't go 60 feet away, but the time for that is running out soon.
Okay.
1 hour. Alright, guys, crawl back over the white, back down into the river. You hear the churning sound of the river. It's fairly sluggish and just kind of washes by you. And north or up the Great?
North, I guess.
Okay.
Mm,
You can always go up the grade if you want.
no, we have to check the other way, probably.
Okay, you guys continue along this river. It's not as deep here. It's like 2 feet deep, and you've got about 3 feet. It's only like 5 feet high, so if you're tall, then you need to duck down. And the river continues
Right.
on. It
Alright, do you like it back there? You know what they say, the last one is always the one that gets killed first, right?
overlook.
He doesn't respond.
There's a. That's right, Orion. We shouldn't be at the back. Let's try and stay in the middle. Remember, sandwiches. Orion likes sandwiches, doesn't he? That's
I
right.
do like sandwiches.
Yes.
I'll go in for a turn.
Yes,
There we
that's
go.
my Orion.
I go to Orion and I go, Orion, I think my ring will better serve Garrick now since he has no armor.
Nope, I think that it should be used to, or I can't respond to you.
I can't respond to me, so I kind of like grab his finger and try to pull the ring off.
Yeah, but Orion, can you talk? I didn't think you could talk.
I'm yelling in Milhouse's head, but I'm not responding.
All right.
What does
Lallard
Obolaka want me to do here?
takes the ring back. Obolaka says, "Just don't resist. If you resist, you might break your finger or something."
All right.
And when you take the platinum ring off, the warding bond goes down.
Okay. And I take my ring and I go, sorry, Garrick, but I think this will better serve Garrick. I mean, sorry, Orion. This will better serve Garrick. And when I find Garrick, I kind of give him a ring.
Oh, thank you.
All right, you guys continue going with the current.
Orion said he never needed your help anyway.
Oh, is that what he said, Milhouse? Okay. He was ungrateful, Milhouse? What gratitude.
There was a lot of words going around, but one of them was it was a very gaudy ring.
It was gaudy, too? That was my mother's ring.
Oh, that's gaudy? I don't think so.
It's platinum.
I pushed the skull since everybody else is pushing skulls.
Yeah, another button pops up. You jump up and ground pound it, and it sinks into the ground and pops back up, and now it's green.
And I
whenever skull is green, we all get disintegrated.
Not quite. You continue along the river. It's very sluggish. The cave opens up a little bit more now. You've got like an 8-foot high kind of jagged ceiling, and there's a set of steps, stone steps, rising up out of the water.
People, I think we should just first check the end of the waterfall before we check any new stairs.
Sure, I agree.
I'm casting the warding bond onto Garrick.
Okay.
Oh.
And can I cast Produce Flame to get some hold like some light in my hand?
Yeah. All right. So
Is there-
firstly, warding bond goes on you and Garrick. So Garrick, if you take any damage, you'll be resistant, and Lallard will take the same amount. Let me fix that up.
Produce flame.
So he takes half the damage and I take half the damage.
Yeah. I mean, if you take damage, you'll be resistant, and he'll take the same amount.
Okay.
All right, Orion, you put on a produce flame, so it's like a little mini torch. I'll give you a separate token so it doesn't mess with your dark vision. And that is not the right one. I just got to make it a little bit smaller. It's like a little, it's a light cantrip icon that I use, but you can use it and move.
I
around.
still have light, don't I? Where did my light go?
It went away. Your shield got disintegrated.
Well, right.
Hey.
Alright.
Forgot that part.
You stop. Because,
There's a waterfall.
yes, there's an underground waterfall. So the underground river, it just plunges straight down to this dark, rocky...
I I take out the rope and give it to Lord and tie it around my waist.
Okay. All right. So I'll just describe it first. So there's an underground river plunging down into a dark, rocky chasm. There is cold air swirling up from below like the breath of some monstrous creature. And through the gloom, you spot an ornate treasure chest resting on a ledge opposite.
Oof.
The ledge is about 15 feet from the lip of the waterfall, but there is a ledge that goes around on the wall. The current here is not strong, so you're not at any risk from getting thrown over the side. Garrick, you pull out a rope and you're tying it around yourself. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I have
check.
intelligence test.
How about if we go along this ledge and let you drop on top of the chest?
You could climb around the ledge to get to the larger ledge. All right,
There's no
Garrick,
telling
you tie like a really good rope with like a harness that goes around your arms, and it's very secure.
Hell, Lord, take this rope.
Okay.
I will try to not fall down.
All right, you climb up to the edge and you look down. So there's just this cold air washing up at you, and you can't see the bottom. It is dark now.
That's far down.
Is there like a rock or a pebble anywhere around?
Yeah, there's some small rocks and whatnot on the ground.
Okay.
There's actually a couple of gold pieces.
Oh, okay. Well, I take a gold piece and I put this onto it and toss it down into the cavern.
All right, your light momentarily goes out as you cast light on that, and it drops down, and you see it plunge 100 feet. And it's just kind of like a circular shaft the entire way down, and then it hits some water below, and
it just kind of splashes.
Yeah, you pretty much don't even see the light. It sinks into the water, and the light is kind of obscured now.
All right.
100
I
feet.
put the light back onto my shield.
Yeah.
So I recast that back onto my shield.
Sure. 100-foot drop. Now, this ledge, it's not that wide, and it looks like you're going to be wanting to hold on to the walls. So it's an athletic thing to climb around it.
Okay.
It looks slippery. It's uneven.
That's why I took the rope. But I think some couple more people should hold the rope where I go. Around.
I'll join in.
Okay. Well, yeah. So I guess Torin or Orion or Millhouse. Well, Millhouse, yeah, you can help.
Ryan, you want to climb? You're good at climbing.
You don't want Orion to hold things.
I could fall if I tried to climb. I'm an excellent climber, but it'd be too easy for me to fall.
Orion says on his last climb he chipped a nail, and so he has to, get it fixed up before he can climb again.
Did you really, Orion? You didn't tell me that. Oh, you poor thing. Is it okay?
I didn't.
Gary, make a athletics check to climb across. It's very slippery
Okay.
once you stop panning on the ledge. You've got the harness.
I don't understand why my athletics check always are so bad. I have +5 in athletics.
And you fall.
Okay.
Alright, you
There's a plus. It took a while for it to come up, so I didn't know. Does a +4 do anything to it?
you have a flash of genius, and the flash of genius is if you don't fall, then you won't fall. That's the flash of genius.
Only someone with a 20 intelligence could possibly think of that.
So it gives him a +4.
But that. Well,
Intelligence
+4.
mod. The 15 gets him across.
Okay. Shit, I forgot them all. Okay, firebolt.
Let's.
You
Could
Then you're going to check if you can open it first.
yeah.
No way.
You could have just tied the rope that you have to the mall, and we could have sent the mall across.
You try to firebolt it, and as soon as you start casting the spell, we're gonna roll initiative.
Oh. What? The shadow demon comes?
It's a mimic. I hope it's a mimic. I haven't seen a mimic in D&D yet.
What?
I think the API
What's a
went
mimic?
down. Everyone,
Oh,
you can roll it the old-fashioned way. Everyone roll initiative. Click your
It's been-
token when you roll, so it puts you in automatically.
It's been 2 years since I've done this. I don't know if I can still do it.
I have inspiration. Why do I have inspiration?
You should use it if you have it. Well, and when it's good to use, because if you get it again, it doesn't stack.
Yeah, what is inspiration from the DM?
It lets you gain advantage on any D20 roll you like.
Okay.
Alright, so as you plant your feet on the ground, you go to cast a spell. Suddenly, all of these eyeballs open up on the lid of the chest. The chest opens up, revealing sharp teeth. There's this purple acid dripping out of the mouth, and a long purple tongue. It's a mimic.
Hey!
It comes to life and it attempts to attack you, Garrick. So, it's going to roll initiative. And Millhouse, you are up first.
You're holding a rope. Don't let the rope go.
You will need to use one hand to hold the rope.
Wait, no. No, look. I'm going to use free item interaction to hand the rope off to Arai.
Okay.
I can get pulled off. I immediately drop the rope. No, I'll take it.
He takes the rope.
This is a safety rope, Arai.
Oh, I like anything with word safety in it.
And look, all I'm saying is Millhouse has 8 strength. He should not be holding that rope.
Alright, you cast Firebolt at the Mimic, and Garrick's standing in the way, giving the Mimic some cover, and it's a narrow mess.
Yeah, I know on the narrow ledge.
Well, I'll get out of the way for somebody else, I suppose. We'll be watching the back line and dodging.
Alright, the water is difficult terrain. So as you're moving around, movement speed half. And
You can get there.
I don't know why the API stopped working, but let me know when you're done and I'll skip the turn ahead.
I am done.
Okay.
It's not because dodging. But
Alrighty. So yeah, this chest comes to life, Garrick, as you're like midway through casting a spell at it, and it just opens up its mouth and starts kind of hissing.
I hold up my shield, which I don't have anymore.
Its tongue kind of flies out, and all of these little pseudopods also kind of flick out from it. It's kind of almost like some sort of glue or something. It tries to stick itself to you, but it's a mess. You just step to the side. You feel like fighting here is not very favorable, Garrick. You feel like if you got hit by this thing, it might like knock you off, and maybe vice versa. But this thing's pretty sticky. Orion.
Garrett, get out of there. It's too dangerous. And I'll move 5 feet closer. And I'll throw a produce flame at the mimic.
You lob the ball of fire over and it hits the wall and extinguishes.
Still, get out of there. I'll let that.
Garrick.
How far can I move while going along this ledge?
It would be half movement speed, so you get 3 squares.
But I said I cast a firebolt, so I should
You don't
cast
have
that
to.
firebolt.
No,
Oh no, okay.
You're like, it happens in a split second. You're about to, and then this happened, and you can do something else. It's like a 1 second.
So I get here, and he
Alright.
gets attack.
So, firstly, when you move away from it, it tries to stick to you.
Hmm.
And it does.
Which is scan, so I'm there.
Alright, it hits you, and yeah, you're in that space. Alright, you take 4 bludgeoning damage, and when it hits you, it's stuck to you, so you're grappled. And also, you need to make an athletics check for climbing on the ledge.
Yeah, this is gonna go so well.
Alright, you
Oh.
managed to keep your footing, and then the impact of the mimic hitting you, you need a dexterity saving throw as well to avoid
Well.
slipping from the impact.
That's gonna be worse.
You're good. You maintain
Okay.
your footing. There's no Indiana Jones. Where you fall by the rope and slam into the wall.
Okay. Well, since he grabbed me, I'm gonna a green flame bitch. That stupid chest was sticking to me. If I found, I think I there. I thought I maybe had. Okay, that doesn't hit, does it?
Miss. It almost hits it.
Oh,
But it just kind of dodges out of the way at the last second.
okay, that's my turn. Then the EUT is back, isn't it? Yes.
Lollard.
Okay, let's see, he's I'm
Oh,
going...
I forgot. Forget to. I have resistance, right? So I took.
Yeah, you have
take.
resistance.
Oh yeah, so
So I
actually
take-
you're right. Yeah, you took 2 damage and Lollard took 2 damage.
Yeah, I took my 2, so I'm going to do a cure, and I'm going to pop it onto myself, and I'm going to...
Oh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh.
Got my bonus action, but that my turn is passed. So.
Oh, okay. Alright, and I'm just going to do a quick cure on myself.
Yeah.
So that should give me 6, and then my bonus of 5. Alright, let's see. That's at the first level, so that's
3.
3. So that's 9 total. Okay.
I think wait, you've got like both of the, what level are you, 7? I think you get like 2
7.
different. You get like
No, you only get one of them.
there's
No.
no, there's Disciple of Life and there's Blessed Healer.
Yeah, and then I
Um,
have both, but I think I only get one because one only works on other
on
people.
others. Oh
and-
yeah, you're right.
yeah,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
the other one
that-
works on me.
It's good if it's an AOE, like a mass enemy. It doubles up, but if it's not an AOE, you only get one.
Okay, so 9 total. So that helps out. And that should be my turn since I'm still holding on to that rope.
Okay. I was also holding on to the rope, and I'll keep holding on to the rope, but move closer to the waterfall. I think I can get. Can I get up to here? It's difficult terrain moving through Millhouse and Orion.
That's
I
30
think.
feet.
Right. So I'll cast Bless on Garrick, myself, and Lollard. While keeping one hand on the rope while casting.
Alright, keep in mind if it's a somatic component like Bless, you can't hold the rope and have the shield in your hand at the same time. Lollard would have had to
Oh,
let go
right.
to do the cure wounds, so you're the only one holding it.
Okay. In that case, I wouldn't want to let go of the rope.
Well, I mean, I guess you could cast it and grab onto it again. You can do that. You know, kind of interchanging between you and Lollard. As long as one person's holding onto it, it's not going to fall.
Right. Okay. Then I'll do that.
Okay, so then I'm holding on to the rope then.
Yeah, you can like let go of it, cast a spell, and then quickly grab it again in one turn.
Yeah.
Alright, Torren, Garrick,
Um,
and was it Orion that you're blessing?
Lollard.
Oh, so Garrick, Lollard, and yourself?
And myself. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, myself.
What's the matter? You didn't want to bless
and
a
that-
mute, possessed coward?
Not
Yeah, it's just
Orion.
only
Cautious.
3 people, you know, and we're the closest to the waterfall and stuff, and folding and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
I
a good
thought
excuse.
It'd be best. Yeah, wasn't it? Anyway, that ends my turn.
Millhouse.
Alright, time to move up for another firebolt. 1, 2.
At least I'm not in the way anymore.
You've got a clean shot. And the firebolt just touches the mimic ever so slightly.
Well, I vote for the 17.
You, the mimic was kind of cold and you warm it up. It's nice and warm now. This mimic, it's very adhesive, very sticky. And it has advantage on attacks against creatures that it's grappling. Because it's kind of dragging you into its mouth. It's trying to put you inside its mouth, the Garrican. It attempts to bite you. And 16 hits.
And it doesn't hit.
Alright, your shield kicks in and it knocks the mimic's mouth back. And it doesn't move anywhere. Trying to drag you off. There's nowhere to really go. So that's its turn. Orion.
Can I get a clean shot at the mimic from where I am?
No, Millhouse is in the way.
God damn it, Millhouse. I'll move it here.
Careful,
Really?
Orion. Watch your footing.
We gotta kill the thing. It's gonna kill us.
Don't stay in the water for too long. You're going to dry off afterwards, aren't you? You could catch cold.
Yeah, I'll just shake like a dog. I'll be fine.
Okay.
And I'll throw a produce flame at it.
Careful. Don't overextend your arm. You might sprain your muscle. The produce flame slams into the mimic. Where you've got this trickster god just very nervously, like every little movement you do.
I think Orion's considering jumping. Come on.
I think it might be close.
Yeah. I'm really happy you have this ring.
Oof. Well, that's it.
I think I would go crazy with that guy driving my mind.
It's getting close, guys.
Alrighty, Garrick.
Garrick, yeah, well, we try one more time with the blade.
Hit.
And I'm gonna bless it. I smite it.
Alrighty. Your longsword glows with radiant energy. You sear it through the mimic. Green flame flies up into the air and it just cuts this squidgy hole like a line. All this purple blood just, it's kind of almost like a sludge as it starts to just form back in on it
Guys!
to close the injury.
Guys, get this guy off me!
Lollard.
Okay, I guess I'm going to go ahead and do a Sacred Flame at it.
Alright, you drop a sacred flame. The holy fire falls down, starts burning into the mimic and almost eats it all away.
And then I'm going to grab the rope back and hold tight. If I can, oh no, can I do that all in one action?
Yeah, you can let go of it, you know, because there's 2 people holding it. You can, like, you know, if one person lets go, the other one's got it. And you can grab it again.
Alright.
One interactive
Okay,
object
so
per turn is fine.
Alright, so we'll go ahead and do that, and that will be the end of our turn.
Torrin.
Right. So I still have that crossbow in my backpack. so that won't help. Yeah, what will I do? Is there anything else I can do? Use the blasting.
Do you have any other ranged weapons? Javelin, dagger, or something?
Yeah, I have a dagger, which I also put in my backpack, I think. Didn't get it out yet.
You can get it out if you want.
Right. Yeah, but I mean, that takes more time of not holding on to the rope, and I think that's more important right now.
Thank you, Torin.
So I'll keep to the rope. End of turn.
Okay, you can like kind of brace and use your actions to like brace in case he falls, and you can have advantage on any sort of check if you had to make a strength save from him falling or something.
That will be awesome.
Millhouse.
Move up. And another fireball.
And it just splatters against the wall. Purple goop sprays the wall, and there's nothing left of the mimic.
Okay. The next chest, somebody else checks.
Someone like Orion, maybe.
Never
He
open
says
another
nothing.
chest ever again in your whole life.
Oh, wait.
Promise
Before
me.
you come back, aren't you going to
Promise
look
me.
to see?
I
what?
won't. You know, chests are dangerous. I got you.
I'm actually worried about just like the air in this place. What if it has spores and you die? I don't think we should breathe anymore either, Orion.
Well, if we don't breathe, then we will die. We
Yeah.
gotta breathe.
Well, just breathe safely. You can get
Okay.
across, Garrick. Your earlier athletic check is enough to get you across.
Oh, okay.
You're going to check to see if
Thank God.
you're going to check for an item. There could have been one.
There's no more chest anymore. It literally just splattered against the walls. Like someone got like a big ball of purple goop and threw it at the wall and it splattered. Alrighty, we're going to wrap up the session. However, you guys are going to level up to level 8.
Oh.
Because you're pretty
Hey.
much there. But just you'll need to record your current hit points and your spell slots and your hit dice and other resources, because you don't gain any of that from leveling up. You just gain like maximum hit points, new spell slots, things that you get from leveling up. You get them now. You don't need to rest or anything. But it doesn't give you a long rest when you level up, basically. is what I'm saying.
I don't think we can do it now because the character mancer doesn't work.
I'll fix that up. But yeah, if you do use the character mancer, just make a note of your remaining resources.
Okay.
Well, it should be pretty easy to keep track. No hit dice and one spell slot.
I didn't find out how to get to level up with the character mancer.
You couldn't figure it out.
To make a first level character with it, and then I changed it myself in the character sheet for my backup character.
No.
Yeah, don't you have
Should have.
XPs?
The compendium should be shared. You should have that on. Oh yeah, you guys. I think the level's what, 34,000. So
Yeah.
obviously you don't have 34,000, but we're leveling up now just because it's the end of the session, so you don't have to level up mid-session. But you can set your XP to 34 and then set it back, or
Okay.
on the sheet, if you go to the cog icon and go into like the settings of your character sheet, there is a button called Launch Level Plus Character Mancer. You can click that, but don't click Launch Level 1 Character Mancer because it'll make you level 1. You don't want to do that. So we'll wrap it up here, and our other companions should be phasing out through the wall at the start of next session as well, hopefully. Well, Nathan should at least. And we'll pick it up here next week. Thanks a lot, guys.
Fantastic.
See you then.
Yeah.
All right. Good week, guys.
Later.
I too.
Have a great weekend, everyone.
I'm gonna level now if the character mancer is working.
Yeah, it should work.